Hello and welcome, Blues fans. I'm your broadcaster, Davis. I'm getting set for another great day of Blues baseball as we're back at home after a day off as the Blues look to take on the MLB Academy Barons. Blues coming off an 0-2 quick road trip down to Santa Barbara, but looking to get back on the winning side of things as the Blues defensively for this game will line up with Austin Chastain out in left field, out in center field, Jay Charleston, and over in right, Luke Lipsius, and around the infield at third base is Brendan Frazier. Shortstop, once again, played by Jack Kuzma from Cal Poly. Blaine Jones from Dallas Baptist over at second base. Justin Lutz mans the first base bag. And the battery for today, behind the plate, number 21, Slade Hagen. And on the mound for the Blues, looking to get them back on the winning track, is going to be number 45, Frankie Scalzo. Scalzo, the right-handed sophomore at San Jose State, standing at 6'3", 185 pounds from Vista, California, out of Vista High School, is tasked with keeping this MLB Academy Barons lineup at bay. To my right, as always, is Coleman Barr, the local Floridian, as he and I are both set for a fantastic Blues game today. The sun is shining, the wind blowing from right to left, people filing in. Throwdown has been made, and we are ready to go here. As also joining us in the booth, not mic'd up, but always in my head, my little sister Evan. She's visiting St. Louis. It's her 18th birthday today, so happy birthday to Evan. We've had a fun day. Saw Incredibles 2. It was just riveting. Dare I say incredible, Cole? Yes. As we get set to go here, as Desmond Gates, the center fielder, is going to get things started here. As Gates stands in, left-hand hitter, first pitch is going to watch a fastball outside 1-0. So it'll be Gates, Daniel Harris, and Joshua Banulos getting things started for the Barons on the offensive side of the ball. As the 1-0 pitch from Scalzo is a called strike on the outer half, 1-1. As Gates, small left-handed hitter, stands in, waves the bat, watches a fastball down and away for a ball. 2-1 strike. On deck, Daniel Harris, sophomore out of Eastern Kentucky. As Scalzo's 2-1 offering on the way, a fastball, big cut and a whiff there. A little two-seam action on as it bites down in the zone. Gates comes up empty on that swing, and the count runs even at 2-2. It's Mardi Gras Day here at the ballpark. We're all wearing our beads. The 2-2 pitch is just a bit low. Count runs full 3-2. Can't see it on your screen, but our marketing tent, which is that white tent right there just below us, is just decked out with all the Mardi Gras festivities and decor. As the full count pitch on the way from Scalzo is going to miss low, ball 4, so he tries to go back low in the zone with the fastball, just misses a bit too low. So Desmond Gates on to get things started here in the top of the first as Daniel Harris will come to the plate with a man on first and nobody out. Blues looking for a good start to this game defensively. They only lost by a couple runs to the Foresters, but the Foresters were able to get a run early in that game as they were able to make it last for the most part. Added on later as Scalzo from the stretch, his first offering to Harris to swung on him. It's good change up there, 0-1. So if the Blues can get a good defensive start to the day, try to keep the Barons off the scoreboard early, build a lead here in the early innings. They've been lacking early offenses. There's a change in the dirt, checks his swing, and they say he went around, so 0-2. Couple good pitches there from Scalzo to draw some swings, no balls, and 2 strikes. So 0-2 here as the cries for hot sauce start early. We always give away our fresh bottles of slow heat hot sauce for every strikeout. And some fans looking for some early here. We'll see if Scalzo can deliver as he's ahead of Daniel Harris. 0-2. The pitch is a chopped fastball to the right side. It's going to get through for a base hit. Gates round second. He's headed for third. Now throws the brakes on as the throw is a strong one there from Lipsius, hitting Frazier at third on the fly. So 0-2 pitch, just a bit too good there. Base hit. Men on first and second with nobody out, and Joshua Banulos at the plate. Banulos, the right-handed hitter, only 5'7", 165 pounds. He's a senior from Moreno Valley, California. As he's at the plate here, first and second, nobody gone. As looked like Scalzo tried to go with a high fastball to Harris. They're just not high enough. It's about letter high. He put a good swing on it, found the top of the ball. Gets it into right field for a base hit as the first pitch to Banuelos is a strike, 0-1. So Blues looking for a ground ball here, try to turn two. Infield pinched up the middle. Frazier playing no doubles defense, so playing back and close to the line. At third base, that ball's tapped to the mound. Scalzo's guy goes to second for one, on to first, and the throw is wide. A nice play there by Lutz to dive off the bag, makes the grab, so unable to turn two there as Jack Kuzma's throw goes wide. So a fielder's choice there for Banuelos. So men at the corners here. Scalzo had a chance to go to third there. Could have got the lead runner. Elected to go for the double play. I don't know if Kuzma might have thought he had less time than he did, as Banuelos not the fastest runner down the line there, but Kuzma kind of hurried the throw a little bit, pulled it wide. Lutz, a nice play there to save a run. So men at the corners here, another ground ball to get the Blues out of the inning as the designated hitter Hunter Lewis is at the plate. First pitch to Hunter is a called strike. Nice spot on the outside corner from Scalzo there, 0-1. Hunter Lewis, the 6-foot, 200-pound right-hander, senior from Indiana State, goes Sycamores. Down on the count, 0-1 here. Scalzo kicks Neal's pitch on the way. A big curveball swung on and missed, 0-2. That off-speed pitch had some bite to it right there, breaking down and away in the zone. So head again here, 0-2. Losing for a big punch out from Scalzo here. We'll see if the San Jose State product can deliver here early with the big second out of the inning as the 0-2 on the way as a fastball swung lifted into shallow right field. It's going to land fair just behind the umpire. Lutz couldn't get to it. The run is going to come in to score. So just a flare of a base hit as the umpire didn't really get out of the way of that one. As Justin Lutz had his path impeded there by the first base umpire trying to get to that ball. So I'm sure he's letting him know as that was a catchable ball if he was able to make a direct line to it. So an early run here for the Barons as Gates sees that ball land, able to score. So first and second, still only one out. So another 0-2 pitch just can't quite put the Barons hitters away here early as the first offering is in the dirt. Nice block by Hagen there as Jacob Shank steps to the plate ahead in the count 1-0. So an unfortunate single there gives the Barons an early 1-0 lead. As Scalzo looking for that ground ball. Another almost same pitch. He was ahead 0-2, tried to go with the high fastball again. This one was just kind of reached for and popped up. This ball hit on the ground to second, could be two. On to second for one. On to first. Whipped cream and the cherry. A double play as Shanks grounds into the 4-6-3 double play. Inning over, side retired, but a run comes across here early for the Barons. Blues going to need to respond quickly. Try to get some early offense. That's what they've been lacking lately. See if they can get it going offensively when we come back with the bottom of the first. Blues trail 1-0 as they'll have their first chance at the plate when we return. As we get set to go here, bottom of the first, ready to get underway. Blues will send Austin Chastain to the plate here. He's going to get things started for the Blues, the left-hander. As the left fielder, Austin Chastain, steps to the plate here. He's going to face off against the right-hander, number 9, Anthony Nettles. Nettles, a junior out of Clark College from Morrow, Georgia. He's going to face Chastain, Jones, and Lipsius to get things going here. So Chastain from Fresno State was at the plate. The left-hander had a pretty good day on Sunday in Santa Barbara, a double to his credit. He was barreling the ball up in every at-bat. He had a couple hard hit outs as well as he's at the plate here. First offering from Nettles is a fastball outside 1-0 as the wind kicks up a little bit here, throws some papers around, but Coleman and I are agile. We're reining them in as Chastain waits for the 1-0 offering. Nettles kicks and deals. That fastball just catches the outside corner. Count runs even 1-1. So Chastain, he can run a little bit if he can get on base. Maybe test this catcher's arm early as the 1-1 offering on the way. That fastball's rolled over to first. Who's got it? He slips. The throw to first to the pitcher covering is not in time as Nettles tried to stretch there. The ball hits off his glove as he slipped on the first base bag, because that's always a tough play there as a pitcher covering, especially with your first baseman falling down. So he had to throw it hard, tried to lead him like a football pass, and Nettles watching the ball, steps on the bag, couldn't get any traction. His cleats just slipped right on that kind of slippery covering that these bases have. Able to at least put a glove on and keep it around him. So Chastain is aboard on the error. So now Blaine Jones will hit with a man on first and nobody out. Blues looking to answer back as the first pitch to Jones drops low, 1 ball, no strikes. As Adam Sendejas, the first baseman, holds Chastain on here. We'll see if Chastain tries to run. Most likely not, with Lipsius in the on-deck circle and Jones at the plate here just in the top of the first. There's a pick over. Just lobs a throw over to first, does Nettles, but Jones ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes from Dallas Baptist, a sophomore from Munster, Texas. Watches a pitch on the outer half of the plate for a called strike, evening the count back up at 1-1. As Jones, one of the newer additions to this Blues roster, has taken over some of the middle infield positions as the pick over just not in time. Good snap throw by Nettles off the mound there, but Chastain able to scamper back. So Nettles paying close attention to Chastain over there at first base. There's another quick throw over. This one skips past the first baseman, and Chastain's going to advance to at least second. He's going to round second, headed for third. The throw across the diamond comes into third, and it's not in time. It kicks away from the third baseman, who falls trying to get it, and Chastain's going to come all the way around to score as the Blues crack it open early here, as Chastain single-handedly just gets in the head of Nettles. 1 pick too many by the pitcher as he short hops the first baseman. He had third easily as he rounded second, that ball carrying all the way down the right field line. The throw from the second baseman across the diamond, short hops the MLB Barons third baseman as Trevor Matson tried to keep it in front, just couldn't body it up. Tried to pursue it, slipped, and it was home free for Chastain as that pitch is fouled off into the Blues bullpen by Jones. So 1-2 the count here as the Barons, a couple slip-ups on defense, do the Blues job for them as the Blues have evened this game up here early on without even a hit, as we're only 1 batter into the home half of the first, as the 1-2 offering to Jones is going to be delayed here for a second as time is called. So Barron's throwing the ball around the infield here early on. Blues are more than happy to take the advantage. That fastball swung just tapped foul there. Count will hold 1-2 as they grab an early run that ties this ball game up. So now Jones with Lipsius in the on-deck circle trying to get aboard as the man leading the Blues in batting average. Lipsius hitting .447 on the season. He's also worked 10 walks, only struck out 7 times. Is in the on-deck circles. That fastball runs up and in. Good job by Jones just to get out of the way. Count runs even 2-2. As Jones still looking for his first hit as a slow blue. Trying to break through there today as he's going to chop this ball foul down the third baseline, and we'll reset for another 2-2 offering. As the rest of the Blues lineup looks like this in the 4th spot today. Behind the plate is Slade Hagen. Justin Lutz will be hitting 5th. So we got the power in that 3-4-5 spot with Lipsius, Hagen, and Lutz as the 2-2 offering again on the way to Jones is hit into center field as it's dropping quick, and it's going to fall for a base hit. So his first hit as a Blue has come in the form of a single right back up the middle by Blaine Jones as he's aboard with nobody gone, and Luke Lipsius coming to the plate. Hitting to finish out the Blues lineup, hitting the 6th spot with the designated hitter duties today is Matt Anderson. Brandon Frazier over at 3rd will hit 7th. Jack Kuzma, the shortstop, batting 8th, and Jay Charleston, who's out captaining the outfield and center field, will bat 9th as they look to give Frankie Scalzo some early offense here. They've got a man on first, nobody gone. They've already put one home as Luke Lipsius comes to the plate here. The right fielder batting from the left side, facing the right-hander Nettles, who sets, takes a couple looks now to the plate. First pitch swinging is Lipsius. He hits it out to center field, and it's going to get over the head of the Barons center fielder. It's going to go all the way to the wall. As Jones headed for 3rd, he'll be waved home to score. Lipsius is in with a stand-up double. The throw goes into 3rd as Jones dives across uncontested. The Blues taking an early 2-1 lead here as they respond with 2 quick runs of their own. It's a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Blues as Lipsius found a pitch he liked, drives it out to center field. A less than stellar line taken by the center fielder there as he thought that ball was going to land before it did, as it just drifted over his head. A line shot by Lipsius as he's standing on second base with a stand-up double. Now Slade Hagen hits as the catcher is putting together some good at-bats down in Santa Barbara. See if he can keep it going here as he faces Nettles, his first offering on the way. A fastball, big cut and a miss, 0-1. As Hagen in his 5 games so far for the Blues, batting .235, looking to get another RBI. However, he's got Lipsius over at second base, nobody on. The 0-1 is chopped on the ground, foul down the first baseline. Count moves to 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here. The man on second, nobody gone, and error, and then another throwing error allowed Chastain to reach and score to start off the inning. Then Jones singled. Lipsius, with the first pitch he sees, rockets it into center field for a double, scoring Jones as he stands at second base. The 0-2 offering on the way to Hagen here. It's a fastball that's going to stay high. Good job by Hagen to lay it off. It goes to 1-2. So Blues looking for a productive out here. Just a ground ball to the right side would do the trick as the Barons defense shifted on the infield for Hagen to pull as the second baseman, Daniel Harris, trying to keep the runner Lipsius close at second. That fastball swung on and missed. Good pitch down and away gets Hagen to strike out. So Hagen's gone for the first out of the inning. A big punch out there by Nettles as Hagen unable to advance Lipsius to third, as that'll bring Justin Lutz to the plate with 1 gone and a man on second base. So the Pepperdine University first baseman with a chance to drive in another run for his team here, as they've already plated 2, looking for more. Like we said, Blues have been starved for early offense. They're getting some here. A chance to add on. Got to take advantage when you have them, as the first offering to Lutz is a fastball for a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Good pitch by Nettles there to establish the inside corner of the left-hander. Infield pretty straight up. Shortstop for the Barons. Joshua Banulos trying to keep Lipsius somewhat close over there at second base. With a lefty like Lutz up, pull hitter, second baseman, free to play his position, not have to worry about keeping the runner close. As 0-1 on the way, that fastball is lifted into right center field. It's going to fall for a base hit as Lipsius is around second. He will score as the throw is cut off in the shallow right field by the second baseman. So an RBI single by Justin Lutz. The Blues push another one across here as they grab a 3-1 lead, as Lipsius scores easily on the base hit by Lutz. Got an 0-1 changeup out and away and just yanks it into right center field for a base hit. So he stands at first base as there's going to be a meeting on the mound before Matt Anderson gets a chance to hit. So the early offense by the Blues here, finally getting it going, a welcome sight as they struggled, especially down in Santa Barbara, to get anything going offensively. But they have definitely taken the day off, flipped the script, and are back to their offensive ways. Like we said at the beginning of the season, the Blues, this team can hit. They got a lot of good bats in this lineup. That's why we were a little shocked when their offense was sputtering a bit these last couple games, but seemed to have, skipper Dan Marple seems to have righted the ship as he so often does. As his boys look to be swinging the bat real well today, as Matt Anderson has a chance to keep things going. Still only one gone in the inning. The designated hitter at the plate with a man on first and one gone. As that meaning the mound broken up, we're ready to go. First offering to Anderson in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, but it kicks away, and Justin Lutz heads up base running there, gets himself down to second base. So curveball in the dirt. Out of that huddle at the mound, they go first pitch off speed to Anderson there. Nettles unable to get it all the way to his catchers. It kicks off his shin guard, so Lutz moves up to second base. So now another man in scoring position here with only one gone for Anderson at the plate, looking for a base hit. Big hole on the right side of the infield is the 1-0 pitch, a slider down and away, 2-0. Brandon Frazier in the on-deck circle. Frazier with that righty-lefty advantage as he bats from the left side, does the infielder as Anderson, right-handed hitter at the plate. The 2-0 on the way to him as a slider out and away as the count works to 3-0. This is Matt Anderson, the catcher out of Georgia Southern from Evans, Georgia, out of Evans High School. Has a chance here to make it a 3-run lead for his Blues as they've got 3 runs on 3 hits, capitalized on some early errors as that fastball finds a zone 3-1. Anderson taking all the way. No surprise. With the base open, Nettles doesn't have to really give him much as by walking Anderson, they would put the double play back into effect. As the Barons are looking to get out of this inning here, Blues trying to add on early as that fastball pulled foul down the third baseline as it clambers up against the dugout of the MOB Barons, and the count is full 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. As a big pitch upcoming here from Nettles to Anderson as Matt with his orange wood bat at the plate trying to find a gap out there and keep this thing moving as Lutz leads from second. As the throw to the plate on the way, 3-2 curveball swung on and missed. A good pitch there as he breaks off a 12-6er, and Anderson's retired. So a couple of punch outs for Nettles is how he's been recording his outs, but the Blues have pushed 3 across. Have been jumping on him early in counts as it was Lipsia's first pitch swinging, who doubled for an RBI into center field. Lutz on the second pitch of his at-bat singled home Lipsia. So Frazier at the plate here, left-handed hitter. The first pitch on the way to him is a fastball low. Kept in front. Looks like that ball kicked up and caught the catcher in the thigh there. So sadly misses the shin guards there. So that one's not going to feel too great. It's 1-0. Jacob Shanks, the catcher, not feeling too great. A little shaken up on that one there as it looked like it just kicked up and caught him in the thigh. The catcher from UC Riverside out of Corona, California, getting checked out by the trainers. So they're talking to him a little bit here. So Nettles gets a chance to breathe as he's got 2 men gone here, a 1-0 count on the left-hander Brandon Frazier. And it's been the lefties that have caused Nettles problems here, as it was Chastain, the lefty, who reached on the air. Lipsius, left-handed hitter, doubled out to right, and Lutz as well, a left-handed hitter, singled into right center. So all the lefties have been the ones inflicting the damage. Blaine Jones, a right-hander, did single as well, but the 2 strikeouts, both of right-handed hitters. So Nettles clearly a victim of that righty-lefty statistics. As we still wait here for Shanks to be checked out and cleared. As now it looks like he's all right. Home plate umpire talking to him a little bit. He's good to go, and we're going to get right back into it here. So Frazier at the plate, a 1-0 count on the Blues batter. 2 gone in the inning. We're in the bottom of the first. Blues leading 3-1 as they've got 3 hits in this home half of the first. Nettles sets at the chest, ready for his 1-0 delivery. Now kicks and deals, fires a fastball outside, 2-0. Nettles with a violent motion out there on the mound, very herky-jerky, kind of fires that leg up, tucks his head and his left elbow behind his front side leg, then snaps out of it, fires to the plate as that fastball misses low, 3-0 as Shanks keeps it in front. So Frazier way ahead in the count now, 3 balls, no strikes. If he is to reach, Kuzma would be the hitter to follow. Runner on second, 2 gone here. Single should score Lutz as the 3-0 offering on the way from Nettles. A fastball low, ball 4. Easy take there. So Frazier walks on 4 straight pitches. As first and second now, Jack Kuzma. Kuzma will come to the plate here. This is Jack, the infielder out of Cal Poly from Minnetonka, Minnesota, representing Minnetonka High School. Batting from the right side, trying to keep the first inning alive here as Jay Charleston, the 9-hole hitter in the lineup, steps out into the on-deck circle. Blues have sent 8 to the plate in this first inning as the first pitch on the way to Kuzma. Big swing and a foul straight back to the screen, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count here as Lutz leads from second, Frazier from first. Single by Kuzma here. Could plate another run for the Blues as Nettles settles on the mound here. Gets his sign straight with his catcher Shanks now ready with the 0-1 offering as he takes a look to second out of the plate. That curveball lays down the left field line. It's just going to hook foul. As the count moves to 0-2. So a couple good swings here by Kuzma. Fouls the first pitch straight back. Then rips that curveball down the line. Just hooks it a bit too far foul. So the count moves to 0-2. This is the beginning of a 3-game series with the Barons, a 1-week home stretch. Here's the Blues will play from today all the way through Sunday. They'll have a day off on Monday. So 6 games in a row here for the Blues as the 0-2 on the way. Fastball upstairs. Good take by Kuzma there as he lays off 1-2. So season getting into full swing here. Blues trailing a bit in the division as of right now. Only 1 league win on our record, but looking to change that up here. Trying to get hot as the 1-2 on the way. That fastball just a bit low. Nettles thought he had strike 3. Not quite as the count works to 2-2. So we'll get set for the 2-2 offering here as Kuzma stands at the plate. Slightly open stance from the right-handed hitter. Holds the bat shoulder height. Now a pickoff back to second, but diving back in. No throw from Nettles as Lutz dives back in. Gets the white pinstripe jersey nice and dirty early on. As now we're ready for another 2-2 offering with 2 gone. Pitch on the way. That fastball a bit low as well, so the count runs full 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Jack Kuzma. Jay Charleston will hit if Kuzma can reach. As the Blues just extending this first inning here as they've grabbed 3 runs, trying to squeak out as many as they can early on, give their starting pitcher a big enough cushion as that fastball's laced foul down the right field line out of play. Runners were moving on the pitch. So 3-2 once again here. Nettles sets at the chest, takes a look at second base. Now to the plate, kicks and deals. Runners are on the move. Fastball hit on the ground to short. As the shortstop bobbles it, he'll have no play as Kuzma hustling down the line. is going to take away any chance of a play. There's the shortstop, Banuelos, on the backhand there. Just couldn't come up with the ball quite cleanly. Had it in his glove, went to transfer. It just kind of popped out of his hand. Popped out of his hands there on the transfer. So the bases are loaded. An infield hit awarded to Kuzma there. So it would have been a tough play anyway on that slow roller in the 6-hole. Banuelos tried to make the play, but the ball pops out of his glove like a toaster waffle. And the bases are loaded with 2 gone, and Jay Charleston at the plate. As Nettles now trying to work out of a jam here. First pitch to Charleston's a fastball for a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Blues grab 3, looking for more here early on as we're in the home half of the first. Blues lead 3-1. They lead in hits 4-2. As Nettles gets the signs from his catcher Shanks, he sets up on the outer half of the plate. The 0-1 offering on the way here. Another fastball. This one missing a bit low, 1-1. As now time is called here. Catcher going to have a chat with Nettles on the mound. So Blues early offense. They've been putting together some really good at-bats here, as well as Jones had a very nice at-bat to start off this inning. As Anderson, who ended up striking out, ended up running his count full as well. Frazier took a couple close pitches, was able to walk on 4. And Kuzma worked that count full, fouled off a couple good pitches, able to win the battle with an infield single. So now the 1-1 count to Charleston, pitch on the way. Another fastball, good block by MLB Barons catcher Shanks as he keeps it in front. It's 2-1. So the 2-1 count on the Tennessee Volunteer utility man Jay Charleston at the plate, looking for something he can drive. As he swiped a couple bags in Santa Barbara on Sunday as that fastball misses low, 3-1. He had a couple singles as well. So Charleston, the good day on Sunday, trying to get hot here as the Blues start this long home stretch. Jay ahead in the count, 3-1 right here. So Nettles no place to put him with the bases loaded. Gonna have to bring him something here. We'll see if he gives Charleston something he can drive. As Charleston looking for one pitch, one spot on the 3-1 offering from Nettles. Here it comes. Fastball ripped on the ground to third, and it's through the 5-hole of the third baseman. And that's going to bring home a pair of runs, as that was a screaming 2-hopper. As Charleston drives in a couple there, he gets a pair of ribbies. As Lutz and Frazier come home to score, and the Blues have dropped a big crooked number here in the first inning as they grab 5 runs. As they've now batted around, as Chastain will come to the plate. So an error there by the third baseman as that ball hit right at him, but he jumped out of his own skin there. Did Trevor Matson. He didn't want any piece of that ball as it goes right between his legs into left field for an error, and that keeps this inning going. So Chastain back at the plate here as he fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Now Nettles steps off. Time called. Charleston at first base. Kuzma over at second. Still 2 gone in the inning as Chastain looking to keep it going. So the Blues have officially batted around the 0-1 offering. A fastball, call, strike on the outside corner, 0-2. So Scalzo, regardless of what happens in the remainder of this inning, has a cushion as his offense hands him a 4-run lead here in the first inning. As the Barons got 1, Blues have responded with 5 of their own. And there's potential for more as the 0-2 on the way to Chastain is swung on, tapped on the ground past the first baseman. Nettles, the third baseman, unable to barehand that one, and everyone's going to be safe. So another infield single. This one off the bat of Austin Chastain. That 0-2 fastball totally jams him there. He has a one-handed swing as that ball just is able to leak past the pitcher Nettles, who tried to bounce off the mound to cover it, unable to do so. And there was no chance there as the third baseman, Matson, tried to go for the barehand. It would have been his only play to get Chastain, who is hustling down the line, unable to come up with the ball cleanly, so an infield single has the bases loaded once again. As Charleston moves up to second, Kuzma over to third. As Blaine Jones at the plate. First pitch to him is a fastball. This one's lifted to right center field, hit pretty well. Calling for it is the center fielder, and he can't come up with it. He drops the ball. He lost it in the sun there, as that's going to clear the bases. As that ball hit pretty well at center field, but center fielder for the Barons, Desmond Gates, the leadoff man, was hustling over there, called off his right fielder, appeared to have it, clanks it off the heel of his glove. With the runners all moving on contact with 2 gone in the inning, all 3 come home to score. So Jones reaches on an error there by the center fielders that hit right off the heel of his glove, but 3 runs come home to score. Blues not going to complain. They'll take them any way they can get, and that ball hit well by Jones, just kind of stayed up there a bit too long. That as the ball was hit by the right-hander Jones, it was tailing toward right field due to the fact that he's a right-hander trying to go the other way. It's always generally going to have that natural tail on a ball, but with the wind blowing in from right field, running in against that spin of the ball, kind of just held the ball up in the air a little longer, allowing Desmond Gates to get under it, but Gates unable to make the catch. So Jones is at second base. It's a 2-0 count here on Lipsius, as those couple fastballs there both missing down and away. So Lipsius to end the count 2-0 as the Blues have tallied 8 runs here in the bottom of the first, as the 2-0 pitch swung on and missed 2-1. Good hack there by Lipsius as he lets it rip. So Blues building a sizable cushion early here. As they lead it 8-1 here. We're still in the bottom of the first. Nettles trying to get out of the first inning. He's behind in the count 2-1 to Luke Lipsius, as the 2-1 offering on the way. It's a slider that stays high, 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to count here. First base is open if they don't want to pitch to Luke here, as he did double his last time up, as he takes a big hack at a change up there, taps it foul off his foot. Count runs full, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to the count here. Blues looking to keep this inning alive as Slade Hagan waits in the on-deck circle. As both outs in this inning have come in the form of strikeouts, and I guess that's the only way Nettles can really get an out this inning, as he's had 5 errors behind him in the first inning, which, as a pitcher, not going to be the best confidence booster for you if you're trying to pitch to contact and miss barrels. If your defense on their first 5 plays makes 5 errors, makes it tough. Makes it tough for a pitcher to really, get into a rhythm. As Lipsius at the plate here, trying to keep the inning going, trying to continue to disrupt the rhythm of Nettles out on the mound, as the full count offering is on its way here. It's a slider swung on and missed, so Nettles strikes out the side as he Ks Lipsius there. 3 strikeouts for Nettles, 8 runs given up on 5 errors and 5 hits. So the Blues, after 1 inning of work here, lead it 8-1 over the MLB Academy Barons, as Frankie Scalzo is going to come out to the mound for the second inning of work when we come back, looking for a big shutdown inning, as all those runs and the first inning was brought to you by the Rib Line. The Rib Line is famous for ribs, chicken, and all the fixins, as we'll come back with the top of the second. Scalzo back out to the mound when we come back. And as we're set to go here, top of the second, it's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 batters due up in the Barons order as Andrew Wilson, the right fielder, will make his way to the plate. It'll be Andrew Wilson, Cameron Dean, and Adam Sendejas at the plate for the Barons in this inning as the Blues have an 8-1 lead. They throw up a big crooked number there in the first inning. Looking to get a big shutdown inning in the top of the second as Wilson steps to the plate. The first offering from Scalzo, fastball in the outer half of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Andrew Wilson with some sweet, long, Spicoli-like hair at the plate as he digs in. The switch hitter from Marymount as he swings through a changeup there, way out in front, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here as Scalzo looking for his first strikeout of the day. Got another batter down on the count, 0-2. As he kicks and deals pitch on the way. Breaks off a slider. Can I help you, Andrew Wilson? Nah, just looking as he gets caught watching a slider that catches the outside corner. So 3 pitches sends Wilson back to the dugout for the first out of the inning and the first strikeout for Frankie Scalzo on the day. And the first bottle of slow heat hot sauce given out to some lucky fans as now Cameron Dean will hit the left fielder. As Dean stands in, first pitch on the way to him, a fastball down and away for a ball, 1-0. Cameron batting from the right side, slightly open stance, holds the bat above his head. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to him as a fastball lifted into left field, hit fairly well, but gonna hang up there as getting under it and making the catch is Austin Chastain for the second out of the inning. So Chastain able to fight the sun there as it hasn't quite gone down yet here at Sinsheimer Stadium, but able to make the catch. He's wearing his glasses. And with 2 gone, Adam Sendejas will come to the plate, the first baseman for the Barons with 2 gone and nobody aboard in the inning. As Scalzo ready to go, got the glove held up right in front of his face. He gets the signs from Hagen, ready to do his thing as the first offering on the way. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 as Sendejas watches that one. As Sendejas slightly open stance, big leg kick. And he takes that pitch, a called strike, a fastball in the outer half of the plate, 0-2. So a couple good pitches here as Scalzo jumps ahead of another batter. No balls and 2 strikes. That's been his MO here on the early going of this game, just firing strikes, daring these MLB Baron hitters to swing the bat. As his 0-2 offering on the way, quick pitches him. That fastball is a jam shot, but it's going to get up the middle for a base hit. So Scalzo goes with a quick pitch there instead of rocking, going with his full leg kick, just went into the rock and then stepped straight toward home plate. Tried to catch Sendejas sleeping, but Sendejas reacts quickly and reacts well, sends it back up the middle for a base hit. So 1 man on here with 2 outs in the inning as Trevor Matson, the third baseman, with a couple of errors already in the bottom of the first inning for the third baseman, looking to try to right the wrong at the plate as he steps to the plate. First pitch, ball in the dirt, way outside. Nice block by Hagen there, able to bounce out of the crouch. Keeps that one in front, keeping Sendejas at first base, so 1-0. It's Trevor Matson, the infielder, sophomore out of Arcadia from Riverside, California. At the plate, right-hander, wearing the blue stirrups. Open stance, flat bat, just slung over his shoulders. That fastball is going to be lifted into center field. First step back now coming in is Charleston, who makes the catch. So Madison flies out, a runner stranded, 1 hit, nothing more, as Scalzo gets the big shutdown and he gets his first strikeout of the game. As that strikeout brought to you by Gino's Pizza, a team of pizza lovers who strive to share our passion for pizza and pasta with San Luis Obispo, California. As we'll come back with the bottom of the second. Blues put up 8 runs last inning. Who knows what they'll do next? As we'll come back with the bottom half of the second. Blues looking to add on to a 7-run lead when we return. as we get set to go here, bottom of the second, as the Blues more than batted around last inning, plating 8 runs. Slade Hagen going to kick things off here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, watches a breaking ball low, 1-0 as Nettles back out there after a tough bottom of the first that saw 5 hits and 5 errors by his own club. Allow 8 Blues to cross home plate, as it'll be Hagen getting things going here as he watches a slider outside, 2-0. As it'll be Hagen, Lutz, and Anderson in that order here in the bottom of the second inning. On a crystal clear sky day in San Luis Obispo, as Slade, the Gonzaga catcher, ready for the 2-0 offering. A fastball low, easy take there as it skips in front of the catcher. 3 balls and no strikes. So Hagen needs to be patient here. Don't want to get too antsy. Throw away a well-earned 3-0 count as Nettles kicks and deals. Fires a fastball. This one, good pitch, low and away. Finds the zone, 3-1. So now Hagen ready to hit here as he watches one. One to measure, one to cut for the power-hitting right-handed catcher. As the 3-1 offering on the way here. That fastball swung popped up foul just to our right. Oh, and that was almost the one. If that was just angled more toward more of a straight back trajectory, Coleman and I may have been able to make a play. It just gets wide, so it's 3-2 now. On the batter, Hagen as Nettles into the wind and throws. Pitch on the way, a fastball swung on and missed, so Hagen strikes out for the second time in as many at-bats. So tough start to the day for Slade as he is sent back, but he's been doing an excellent job behind the plate in all his games. As Hagen's got to be one of the more athletic catchers I've seen defensively. The guy can block anything in any batters. He can be thrown in the opposite batter's box. He somehow gets over there and gets in front of it. As the first pitch to Justin Lutz here swung on and popped up foul as it's going to reach the Barons bullpen, 0-1. Justin Lutz, he singled and scored back in the first inning. Got an RBI on a base hit to right center field as he knocked in Luke Lipsius. As Nettles shakes once, now the sign. Ready with the 0-1 offering on the way. A slider just a bit low, close pitch, called a ball. As Lutz leaves that one down. And count runs even at 1-1. 1-1 offering. Nettles working quickly here. Another slider. Another one again missing low. 2-1. So Lutz ahead of the count. He's ready to go. Doesn't step out. Doesn't take time. Now does Nettles. So this at-bat moving quickly as that fastball hit on the ground to second, backhanded. The throw on to first is going to be in time to get Justin Lutz for the second out of the inning. As Daniel Harris able to glove that one, makes the play. So the 4-3 put out gets Justin Lutz, and with 2 gone, Matt Anderson will hit. Anderson, another strikeout victim, as that was the first. That ground out by Lutz is the first non-strikeout of the game so far for the Barons defensively. As Anderson looks to keep the inning alive here, 2 quick outs. As Anderson stands in, first pitch to him, a breaking ball for a strike. 12-6 curve out of the hand of Nettles, finds the zone, 0-1 as Anderson wasn't looking for that first pitch. Curveball, lays it off. It's the 0-1 now on the way. Nettles kicks and deals, fires a fastball. This one finds the top part of the zone, 0-2. So Nettles maybe finding a bit more of a groove there out on the mound, a little bit better rhythm it looks like as he works ahead in the count, 0-2 as Anderson takes his time. Fixes the dirt in the batter's box, now ready for his 0-2 offering. As Nettles, that fastball misses low, good block by Shanks, keeps it in front. That 2-seamer spikes in the dirt there, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here. Nettles drops the glove, winds and throws as he's going to fire a fastball high there. Good take by Anderson. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 count on the batter, Anderson. That slider drops low. Good eye as Matt doesn't chase. So both of Matt's counts here have gone full as he once again has worked the count full, 3-2. Started 0-2. Couple good takes here as he works it full. Nettles We'll see what he goes with here on a 3-2 offering to Matt Anderson. As he winds and throws pitch on the way. That slider lifted into left center field, hit pretty well on the run as left fielder. He's reaching up, and he is not going to get it as it rolls up against the wall, as that will be extra bases for Matt Anderson. 2-out double there, a slider on the inner half of the plate. The right-hander Anderson just dropped the head of the bat right into it as he two-hops the ABC bail bond sign out there about 380 feet from home plate. So Anderson with a 2-out double keeps this inning alive. So good piece of hitting by Anderson there. Down 0-2, able to take a couple close pitches, works the at-bat, gets a pitch he likes, and does not miss it, as now Brendan Frazier will hit. As Frazier walked and scored in the first inning, now he hits with the man on second and 2 gone. In the bottom of the second, first pitch to him is a fastball that misses just off the plate, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to the fourth-year junior from Georgia Winnett at Athens, Georgia, is the 1-0 offering out of the stretch. Is a fastball hit on the ground, foul down the first baseline as Banuelos makes the backhanded play in front of the umpire, but no need as the ball ruled foul beforehand, so count moves to 1-1. As Nettles sets at the chest, takes a look back to second, out of the stretch, now to the plate. Slider swung and popped up foul just to our left here as it skips up against the merchandise tent. Nice play there by a fan. Reaches back over his head. Makes the catch on the bouncing ball. As the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here. Frazier trying to drive home another run as that fastball's ripped into right field. And the right fielder coming on has to field it on a hop. Is now being held at third base. A big turn by Anderson, but the stop sign thrown on by the third base coach. As they have men at the corners here and 2 gone. It looked for a second there like the right fielder, Andrew Wilson, was going to go into a full headlong dive, let the hair flow, make a catch, but decided against it. Just took the ball on the short hop. Nice play to keep it in front of him as he was able to pick it cleanly as that saves a run. So the single by Frazier has men at the corners here. And 2 gone in the inning as the first pitch on the way to Jack Kuzma. Front door breaking ball for a called strike. 0-1 as Kuzma opts to let that one go as it late breaking slider catches the plate. No balls and 1 strike as Nettles sets. He's got men at the corners. 2 gone. Another slider. This one hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly by Matson. The throw on to first. And the stretch by Banuelos in time to get Kuzma. So the 5-3 putout retires Kuzma and ends the Blues' threat as they threaten with a couple of hits, a double and a single, but they do not score. We played 2 here at Sinsheimer. Blues lead it 8-1. Second inning brought to you by Splash Cafe. Splash Cafe has been a favorite destination in Pismo Beach, California since 1989, specifically for award-winning clam chowder. I think on Thursday I'll have a bowl of clam chowder at Farmers Market myself. Might take cold to see what California clam chowder is all about. As we'll be back with the top of the third. Blues lead at 8-1. Frankie Scalzo going to be back out to do more of his thing in the top of the third when we come back. As we get set to go in the top of the third, top of the Barons order due up here. It's Desmond Gates, the center fielder, going to make his way to the plate. He walked and later scored in the first inning, as that is the Barons' lone run of the game. As he will face Frankie Scalzo back out there for his third inning of work, getting set to go through this lineup for a second time. As a first pitch, two-seamer swung on and missed there, 0-1. As Gates at the plate, left-handed hitter. Ready the 0-1 offering, same pitch, just a bit further outside. Good take as Gates lets it run off the plate away. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Desmond digs in, Scalzo working quickly, fires the 1-1 fastball. This one just misses outside as Hagen holds it out there for an extra second. Thought he might get the call, unable to do so. 2-1. As Frankie winds and throws his 2-1 offering. This fastball lifted opposite way and down the left field line, foul out of play as it slices into the shrubbery. 2-2. So Scalzo with an even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to get his leader here. Infield playing straight up. Blaine Jones at second base in just the front cut of the outfield grass, trying to give himself the optimum possible angles to make a play on the left-hander. As there's a slider, ring him up and talk to me. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. As Desmond Gates goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Backdoor slider catches him sleeping. Great pitch there by Scalzo. Great call by Hagen. As with 1 gone, Daniel Harris will hit here. Harris, he singled in the first inning, was cut down on a fielder's choice. As the right-hander stands in, first pitch on the way to Harris. A fastball just a bit outside. Close pitch, called a ball. 1-0 as Hagen once again thought he might get the call. Tried to hold it out there just for a second. So 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way. There's a nice slider there by Scalzo. Waved out and missed. 1-1 as that one dove into the dirt late. Hard breaking movement on that one. The count runs even now. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 gone in the inning as Harris wiggles the bat above his helmet. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. 1-2 as Harris kind of stepped in the bucket there. Flew a bit open with his front hip and unable to reach that outside corner fastball. It's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside again, swung on and missed. A nice slider in the dirt, catches him fishing. As the throw down at first is going to be in time. Great job by Hagen there. Keeps the ball at his feet. Makes the throw. So back-to-back punch-outs here for Scalzo is how the top of the third gets started. As with 2 gone, Joshua Benuelos will hit here. He reached on that fielder's choice that saw Harris get cut down at second base. So 2 gone, nobody aboard in the inning. As Scalzo trying to post another 0 in the score column for the third inning, as his first pitch on the way is a fastball just a bit low. Another close pitch there. Scalzo, like we said, has been pretty good with those first pitch strikes, but these last 2 batters just a bit out of the zone as that pitch swung, hit back to the mound. Scalzo's got it. A little running dart here on to first in time to get Benuelos. So 1, 2, 3 go the Barons. Another clean inning for Scalzo, the first 3 up, 3 down inning of the game for him. As we will go to the bottom of the third, top of the third, and that efficiency brought to you by none other than Horizon Realty, your Central Coast full-service real estate company with services for buyers, sellers, renters, vacationers, and property management. As we'll come back, bottom of the third, Blues looking to add on. They lead 8-1 here early as the offense came to play. We'll see what they can do as it'll be a new pitcher when we come back for the Barons as they trail by 7 to the Blues as we head to the bottom of the third. as we get set to go here, bottom of the third. New pitcher on the mound is going to be number 16, Ryan Hare. Ryan Hare, the 6'2", 195-pound right-hander, third-year sophomore at UNLV. Go running Rebs as he replaces the starter Anthony Nettles. Nettles went 2 innings, allowed 7 hits, 8 runs, only 1 earned, though, as thanks to those 5 errors by his defense behind him. He also only allowed 1 walk, struck out 4, so statistically, not a terrible day for him, but the runs on the scoreboard tell a different story as the first pitch on their way to Jay Charleston from Ryan Hare inside with a fastball 1-0. It'll be Charleston then the top of the order of Chastain and Jones due up here for the Blues in the bottom of the third inning here as they lead 8-1 as Hare winds and throws his 1-0 offering a fastball ripped right back up the middle for a base hit. So Charleston's aboard with a single as he was a serious stolen base threat down in Santa Barbara, especially on Sunday. Swiping a couple bags. We'll see. Doubt if they run him here, though, up 7 runs early on against the Barons. But you never know. Can never have too many runs. If Chastain can put one in the gap, we'll definitely be able to see the speed from Charleston here as now Hare works out of the stretch. Chastain at the plate here. He's singled and reached on an error. He's scored 2 runs so far. So a couple runs scored for the leadoff man. He steps to the plate with a man on first and nobody out. As Hare sets at the belt. The tall right-hander takes a look to first. Now the plate running on the pitch is Charleston. Swung on and missed. The throw down to second. Not in time as Charleston swipes second base. So a little hit and run on there by skipper Dan Marple. Chastain tried to make contact, unable to do so. At least it was able to swing to give Charleston a little bit more time, an extra step or two, and that's all he needed to be sliding in safely to second base. So Chastain down on the count, 0-1, but now has a man in scoring position. You take that trade. Hitter like Chastain knows his zone pretty well. 0-1 count, not too big a deal for him, but now he's got a man in scoring position. Base hit should score Jay from second bases. The Tennessee Volunteer can run pretty well. That's Charleston from Longwood, Florida, representing Lake Brantley High School over there at second base. As Chastain at the plate, the left-hander awaits the 0-1 offering as Hare takes a look at second. Shortstop Banuelos trying to keep Charleston close. Pitch on the way, a backdoor slider for a called strike, 0-2. A good pitch there by Hare. As he finds the outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes, a slow breaking slider. So it's 0-2 here as Ryan Hare works the man on second and nobody out. Now time called as Chastain going to take a second as Hare working very deliberately out on the mound. A very slow, methodical pace now being set after seeing Nettles, who like to work fast and fire strikes as the 0-2 offering. The ball hit back up the middle. Shortstop Banuelos has it. The only play is going to be to first. It'll be in time as Charleston advances down to third on the ground ball back up the middle. So a soft line drive up the middle, fielded on the 1 hop. Chastain is retired on the throw. Now the infield going to come in here as Blaine Jones will hit with the man on third and only 1 out. So all the infield in on the grass here, trying to cut down the run as Charleston stands at third base. Jones looking to drive some of the outfield here as the first offering to Blaine is a fastball called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here as we've just over an hour of game time played here as the Blues lead 7 by 7 runs. They lead 8-1 here in the bottom of the third as that slider fouled off, 0-2. So Hare ahead of the count once more. No balls and 2 strikes to Blaine Jones as Luke Lipsius waits in the on-deck circle. As Hare sets at the belt, ready with another 0-2 offering on the way as that changeup runs outside, tried to bring it back. Unable to do so. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 now. Outfield playing fairly deep, especially out and left as the fastball up top, cut on and missed there. So Jones down on strikes. Swings through a high heater A big punch out there by Ryan Hare for the second out of the inning. That leaves Charleston over there at third base as Jones unable to get a productive out there on the strikeout from Hare. As there are 2 gone now, and Luke Lipsius will hit. As we said earlier, Lipsius, the team leader in batting average at the plate here, trying to drive home another RBI. He's got Charleston over there at third base. Lipsius, on that double that scored Jones in the first, has now amassed 10 RBIs on the season as he takes a fastball high there. 1-0, looking to make it 11 on a base hit. He's got that chance right now. Man at third, 2 gone, a 1-0 count on him with Ryan Hare setting at the belt, ready with his 1-0 offering on the way. That fastball going to miss outside, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here, Lipsius. I'm sure they're going to be careful with him after that double he had in the first, and just knowing that he's in the 3 spot of the order for the Blues. He is the guy to drive in runs as the 2-0 offering. He's going to miss outside, 3-0. Kicks away from the catcher. Can't find it. Charleston, he couldn't figure it out where the ball was either, so doesn't break as he realized finally the ball really wasn't that far away as Shanks goes back about 7 feet, able to pick up the ball. Pitcher came home to cover, so 3-0. Don't want to make that inning ending out at the plate if you're Charleston there, so wisely decides to hang back at third where it's safe. So 3-0 the count here. Lipsius at the plate. We'll see if he gets something to drive. We'll see if Skip gives him the green light on 3-0. As Hare methodically sets at the belt. Now ready for his 3-0 offering. Fastball up and away. Not close. Ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Lipsius here. As the Blues have this inning still in the palm of their hands, trying to push another run across as Slade Hagen will come to the plate. The Gonzaga catcher 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts in his first 2 at-bats. Now his third chance at the plate. He's got men at the corners and 2 gone in the inning. Charleston at third, Lipsius at first. As Hagen digs in, our PA man Jim Siebert threatening small children by telling them not to sit on the tops of the dugouts. As there's nothing Jim likes more than ruining other people's fun. As the first pitch is a ball inside, 1-0 to Hagen. When it's Christmas time, Jim roots for the Grinch when he watches Hallmark movies, as that slider swung on and missed 1-1. Jim would make the best vice principal ever. All he has to do is sit there and just yell at kids. I don't know if Jim could think of anything better to do with his time. As it's a 1-1 count here. Hare now steps off, gets a new grip on the ball, ready to go. He's got men on the corners, 2 gone in the inning. Hagen at the plate, looking for something to drive here. As the 1-1 offering on the way, runner not going. That slider breaks down and in, 2-1. Landing on the chalk of the right-handed batter's box. So 2 balls, 1 strikes. The shadows creep in here in the bottom of the third. Lipsius leads from first. Jay from third as the 2-1 offering is a slider lifted into left center field. Hit pretty well. Gates on the run, going back, still going back. Reaches up and makes the catch. So a well-struck ball there by Slade Hagen, tracked down by Desmond Gates. A good play all around. Blues threatened but do not score. We played 3 innings so far here at Sinsheimer. Blues lead at 8-1. As the bottom of the third was brought to you by Minton Insurance. Focus on building long-term relationships with our clients. As we'll go to the top of the 4th. Scalzo going to come back out there, try to get another 0 on the board when we return. As we get set for the top of the fourth there, Hunter Lewis, the designated hitter at the plate. Lewis, he singled back in the first inning. So he swings through a slider there from Scalzo, 0-1. As it'll be Lewis, Shanks, and Wilson due up here in the top of the fourth inning. As Scalzo winds and throws his 0-1 offering on the way. Another slider, this one a bit low there. 1 ball, 1 strike. As the count moves even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Scalzo working quickly, fires a fastball. This one slapped the other way into right field for a base hit, fielded on a hop by Lipsius, who slings it back in. So a leadoff single there for Hunter Lewis, as he's 2 for 2 on the day with a couple of singles. As now Jacob Shanks, the catcher, will hit. Catcher Shanks at a UCR, University of California, Riverside. At the plate here is the right-hander. Stands at 6 feet, 188 pounds. And Scalzo now working out of the stretch with the man on first, looking for that ground ball to induce a double play. First pitch slider in the dirt, kicks away from Hagen there. And there goes the double play opportunities. Lewis will advance down to second base as that ball down and into a righty on the changeup there. But when Hagen went down the block, it looked like he just kind of kicked up off him, took a funky hop, was able to keep it in front. So that ball gets by the catcher. So now Shanks with the man on second base, ahead in the count 1-0. So Barons, if they can just get some productive outs here, can push a run across with a man on second, nobody out. Shanks looking for at least just a ground ball to the right side at worst here. Going to try to take this ball to the opposite field if he can. And at least try to move Lewis over to the third. So we'll see if Scalzo tries to pitch him inside, try to tie him up in on the hands. As he's ready with his 1-0 offering now to the plate. As he goes with the fastball, it fouled straight back to the screen, 1-1. So he does right there, goes with the inside heater. So he gets fouled off. Evens the count back up at 1-1. We'll see if he sticks with that mentality here. He and Hagen trying to work together as they lead 8-1. All the scoring done in the first inning, 1 by the Barons, 8 by the Blues. As that's where we are right now in the top of the fourth as the 1-1 pitches a fastball just off the plate outside. Another close pitch called a ball as Scalzo just unable to find the black of that plate, according to the home plate umpire, in his last couple of times trying to go out there to get the edge of the zone. So it's 2-1 now as Scalzo kicks and deals. Pitch on the way. Fastball chopped on the ground. Foul down the third base line as the third base coach for the Barons fields it off a slow hop there, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody gone in the inning here. Jacob Shanks at the plate. Man on second, nobody out. Scalzo offers a slider just a bit inside. Hagen thought he had strike 3 there as he held the glove an extra second. That front door breaking ball just doesn't get the call. And count's going to run full 3-2. So a couple good pitches by Scalzo, just can't seem to gain the umpire's favor. As the count now full 3-2. Lewis, the hefty lead from second pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Get your jackets out. I feel a breeze as Shanks down swinging there. The fastball low in the zone for the first out of the inning. And with 1 gone, that'll bring up Andrew Wilson. As Wilson, his last time up, struck out looking to get the second inning started. As Wilson stands in here, right-hander, slightly open stance. First pitch to him, a slider for a called strike, 0-1. So Wilson stands in here, down on the count, 0-1. 1 gone in the inning after the big punch out of Jacob Shanks. The pitch on the way, a fastball swung on and missed, 0-2. So a couple good pitches here from Scalzo as he's way ahead in the count, 0-2. Andrew Wilson with his mid-20s Bon Jovi-esque hair at the plate. Down on the count, 0-2. Scalzo looking for another punch out here. As he winds and throws a kick. Pitch on the way, a fastball hit on the ground. The third, Frazier's got it, looks the runner back. Throw on to first is short hops Lutz as he can't come up with it there. So Frazier, maybe one too many pump fakes over to second base as the throw to first base was well short of Justin Lutz. All the first baseman could do was just drop to his knee, try to keep the ball in front. So an E5 there allows Wilson to reach. So first and second with one gone in the inning is Frazier just maybe a bit too concerned with keeping Lewis over at second base. Didn't pay enough time to the throw as the first pitch is in the dirt. Slade able to block it, keeps it in front as the runner. Lewis retreats back to second base as he danced almost a bit too far off the bag. As Cameron Dean at the plate here, ahead in the count 1-0. So Scalzo just a pitch away from getting out of this inning here, looking for that ground ball. Double play. As Scalzo sets at the chest, now to the plate. His pitch on the way. Another block by Hagan as he has to go get the ball there. The hitter, Dean, got in Hagan's way. So Slade just kindly asked him to step aside as he went to get that ball. Check swing, no go, says the umpire. As it's 2 balls and no strikes here. Runners on first and second. Scalzo, we'll see if he just goes back to that good fastball. As he got Dean to fly out to left his first time up. It's pretty good contact by Cameron, but unable to really get on top of it. That fastball's flared foul just above the Blues dugout. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count here as Scalzo trying to put up another 0 on the board. Gonna have to dance out of a little bit of trouble here. As Frankie, the sophomore from San Jose State, on the bump here. The right-hander motions and throws a slider just a bit high there. 3-1. So it's been all around the zone here. A couple close calls, just unable to get the umpire to agree with him on some of them here. As he's a 3-1 count. We'll see if he just goes right after Cameron Dean with the fastball here. Takes a look to second. Now the plate does go to the fastball. It's a high chopper to short. The only play is going to be to first. It's a low throw. Lutz can't scoop it as it's going to kick by him. And that's going to allow a run to score. So a bit of a wounded duck throw there by the shortstop as it looked like Jack Kuzma just couldn't get a good handle on that ball. It was a very high chopper on the infield. He had to catch it and release it really quick. Looked like he just got a bit of a change-up grip on that ball. As about 3/4 of the way the first, it just absolutely died on the shortstop's throw. And Lutz tried to do everything he could, tried to stay in there, tried to pick it to get the out. Unable to come up with it there, so kicked by him. So a run scores as Lewis comes around to score at second and third now. So we're going to have a meeting on the mound. Skipper Dan Marple going to come out, have a chat with Scalzo. Now Scalzo pitching well still, just a couple of errors here on back-to-back plays has hurt the Blues and has allowed an unearned run to cross the plate and put 2 more potential runs in scoring position, as it'll be Adam Sendejas at the plate with the men on second and third and only 1 out. As Skip's meeting is quick and brief. As the Blues lead 8-2 here as the Barons grab 1 in the top of the 4th as Sendejas, the first baseman at the plate. He singled his last time up. He was later stranded back in the second inning. As the right-hander steps to the plate here, men on second and third, 1 gone in the inning as Scalzo is going to work out of the windup here. Nope, decides to go with the stretch. Thinking about either one, goes out of the stretch and fires a fastball, swung on and missed for a strike, 0-1. So Sendejas swings through an outside corner fastball. So Scalzo jumping ahead here, 0-1, looking for a big punch out if he can get it here. Infield playing back, conceding the run. They'll trade a run for an out in this scenario. There's a good slider on the outside corner, 0-2. So a couple of big pitches out of the mound meeting there, and Scalzo ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. As the Shadows have now engulf the pitcher's mound here. Home plate still in the sunlight. As we're in the top of the fourth, now time called at the plate here. No balls, 2 strikes. Outfield shaded in a couple steps. Charleston, a couple extra steps in out in center field in case he has to come up throwing on the 0-2 pitch. Slider, ring him up and talk to me. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Sendejas down on strikes. Jim doing the one positive thing he loves to do, throwing out some hot sauce. As now with 2 gone in the inning, Trevor Matson will come to the plate, the right-handed hitter in a big spot here in the first half of this game as he's got men on second and third, 2 gone in the inning. As Scalzo looking to dance out of trouble. First pitch on the way, slider in there, great block by Slade Hagen there, 1-0. As there are people only resting their feet and drinks on the dugout, so Jim just relaxing. You know, no need to get the guard dog riled up if he doesn't need to be. As that slider in the dirt. Another good block by Hagen there. Kicks away from him, but not too far as it goes to 2-0. Top of the order, and Desmond Gates waits in the on-deck circle. Gates walked in the first, came around to score. He struck out looking in the third. As it's 2-0 here to Trevor Matson with an open first base as their men at second and third. 2 gones in the inning. Two balls and no strikes here as Scalzo's pitch, a fastball and a called strike at the knees there, 2-1. So good pitch there. Checked his swing, did Matson. Doesn't matter on the called strike. The count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike as Matson, the right-hander, digs in, slightly open stance. Frankie Scalzo takes a look to third, now to the plate. Fastball, called strike on the outside corner of the knees, evening the count back up at 2-2. As Coleman flashed me a look, as he always does whenever I start to say the wrong thing. He's sharp. You know, he has to survive alligators on a daily basis. This is easy stuff for him. As the 2-2 from Scalzo on the way here as a fastball popped up center field. Charleston under it. He's coming in a couple of steps and makes the catch. Inning over, side retired. A run scored, but nothing more as the fly out to center ends the inning. A couple of men stranded as Scalzo dances out of trouble. Speaking of dancing out of trouble, if you ever get in trouble, you should call ABC Bonding because it's better to know them and not need them than need them and not know them. As we'll come back with the bottom of the fourth. Blues lead at 8-2, looking to get that run back when we make our way back. As we get set to go here, bottom of the fourth, Justin Lutz going to get things started off. Here's will be Lutz, Anderson, and Frazier in the home half of the fourth. This is the first pitch from Ryan Harris outside for a ball, 1-0. Lutz singled and scored in the first inning. A ground out victim his last time up. As the 1-0 offering on the way to him is a fastball. This one catches the outside corner to even the count up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Blues allow a run in the top of the 4th, looking to even it up here in the home half of the inning as there's a backdoor breaking ball for a called strike, and the count moves to 1-2. As Lutz on the season hitting .275. He's worked 9 walks. As the pitch on the way to him, a breaking ball off the plate away. Good block there by Shanks to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lutz in his 40 plate appearances has tallied 11 hits, 10 singles, 1 home run. There's a fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner. Lutz doesn't like it as he gets caught looking at it, so he's gone for the first out of the inning. Nice pitch there by Ryan Hare, freezes the big lefty. And with 1 gone, Matt Anderson will hit. It's Matt Anderson stepping to the plate here. Anderson, strikeout victim his first time up. He doubled and was stranded aboard in the 2nd inning as the first offering on the way to Anderson. A fastball swung and fouled straight back as it hits the catcher Shanks right square in the mask. As it ricochets all the way back to the backstop. So umpire going to give his catcher a break there. Go out, give the ball to the pitcher Harris and take some time as Shanks gathers himself. That's Matt Anderson. Normally a catcher has the night off defensively as he occupies our designated hitter role in the lineup as the 0-1 offering to him is a fastball upstairs. Count running even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. As Anderson, one of the newer guys to make his way out here to San Luis Obispo to join the team after his college season has ended. That slider misses inside, 2 balls and a strike to the Georgia Southern Junior. That's the 2-1 offering now on the way. Another front door slider. This one does catch the corner for a called strike to even the count back up at 2-2. So Ryan Hare committed that front door breaking ball. He's thrown it a couple times in a row here to Matt Anderson. That one gets him the call. As the 2-2 pitch on the way here. Catcher sets up outside. They go with the 2-seam fastball. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts looking. 2-seamer. Some good movement on it there. Catches the outer part of the plate for a called strike 3. So Anderson and Lutz both retired here on strikeouts to get this inning started. And with 2 gone, Brendan Frazier will come to the plate. Frazier 1 for 1 on that. He walked and scored in the first. He singled back in the second. So the left-hander stands at the plate. First offering to him from Ryan Hare is on the way as he winds and throws as he misses up and away with a fastball 1-0. Brandon Frazier so far on this young season, batting .182. He's got 1 RBI. He's worked with walk as well as that fastball misses outside 2-0. As Frazier waves the bat above his head, left-handed hitting. Third baseman swings through a fastball there on 2-0. Had a good hack at that one, just comes up empty, 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike the count here as Hare looking for the first clean inning for the MLB Barons as that fastball swung on and missed once more, and the count even now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count now as Frazier digs back in. Hare kicks and deals. The offering on the way is a changeup swung on and missed. So striking out the side is Ryan Hare as the Blues go down in order 3 punch-outs as the Barons get a clean inning there. Add 3 more strikeouts to their team total. Is that bottom of the 4th brought to you by Woodstock's Pizza, creating ultimate pizza experience through serving the best pizza, healthy salads, and craft beer. We'll come back top of the 5th. Going to get underway when we return. It looks like there might be a new pitch on the mound for the Blues when we come back as they lead this game 8-2 after 4. As we get set to go here, top of the fifth, ready to get underway. Top of the order due up for the Barons. Here will be Desmond Gates to kick things off as he will face the new pitcher, number 29, Dane Morrow, the sophomore from Pepperdine University, hailing from Malibu, California. On the mound, the right-hander, going to relieve Frankie Scalzo, who went 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, struck out 5 Barons batters, and walked 1 as his first pitch from Morrow on the way to Gates is a called strike, 0-1. So Morrow on the mound in relief here. Try to keep the 6-run cushion right where it is as he misses low and in with a curveball, 1-1. So it will be Gates, Harris, and Banuelos, the top of the order for the Barons. Here in the top of the fifth, Blues been pretty solid so far today as that changeup swung on and missed 1-2 defensively, that is. Couple of errors, but have made the plays when they needed to for the most part. As that early offense in the form of 8 runs in the bottom of the first has been what they were looking for. It's been all they've put up, but all they've needed is that curveball swung on and missed. As Gates goes fishing for a curveball, comes up empty-handed as he's cut down for the first out of the inning. And now Daniel Harris will try his luck as he steps to the plate. Harris 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout so far on his day. As Harris, the right-hander, facing the right-handed Morrow here. Top of the fifth, 1 gone in the inning as the Shadows take over the right side of the infield. Morrow winds and throws his first offering, a 2-seamer for a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. As Harris waves the bat above his head once more, Slade Hagen sets up on the outside corner. Same pitch, same result. Fastball for a called strike, 0-2 as he just hums the black of the plate there. No balls and 2 strikes. So Morrow way ahead here, looking to put Harris away for the second out of the inning as he winds and throws pitch on the way. A curveball swung just tap foul back to the screen as Harris gets a piece of it to stay alive. As the Blues trying to make those 8 runs from the first stand up throughout this game. You always love to see him add on if they can. Looking for some good pitching out of Morrow here to keep that 6-run lead nice and safe as he spikes an off-speed pitch there to move the count to 1-2. Tried to get Harris to chase, but to no avail as the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Morrow gets the sign now as Hagen sets up inside fastball there, just comes up a bit short of the plate. Good block there by Hagen, keeping it in front once more, 2-2. Don't know how many times I've said that. Like we said, Hagen, a great worker back there behind the plate. Catches a good game, keeps the ball in front of him almost the entire time as that fastball is lifted into left center field. Dying quickly, coming on is Charleston and Chastain, but no one will get there, so a base hit. The little jam shot out into left center field falls for a 1-out single. So Harris, his second hit of the ball game as he stands on first base with 1 out, and Joshua Banuelos at the plate, the shortstop for the Barons, reached on a fielder's choice in the first. He grounded out back to the pitcher's mound in the third. So 0 for 2 on the day is Banuelos. As he comes up now with the man on first and 1 gone. First pitch swing as he pops it foul over to our right, out of play. 1-1. Excuse me, no balls and 1 strike as Joshua trying to get something elevated, something he can drive. On the flip side, Morrow looking for that ground ball. Infield, double play depth, corners in, middle back. Lutz holding the runner on at first. The 0-1 offering runner does not go. Fastball just a bit outside, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone here in the top of the fifth. As Morrow sets at the belt, His offering on the way, hit back in the middle, snared by Morrow. A great play, throws on to second for one, on to first. Ham and eggs, a double play, inning overside, retired. A great play by Dane Morrow, fielding his position. Very Tom Glavine-esque there, throws the glove out there, snags the hot shot back at him. Able to calm himself down, makes a good, strong throw. Off the mound, always a difficult throw. Stepping down off that pitcher's mound from the backside to second base, makes it easily. The play turned well by the shortstop. Kuzma, this is a 1-6-3 double play, ends the threat. As that double play brought to you by Smitty's Auto Center. Smitty's Auto Center is the place to go for any body repairs on your vehicle today. As we'll come back with the bottom of the fifth, Blues still lead it 8-2. As the bottom of the fifth set to get underway here, Jack Kuzma going to kick things off here. Ryan Hare on for his third inning of work out of the pens. The first pitch falls low in the zone, 1-0. So Kuzma, Charleston, and Chastain, 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Blues here in the home half of the fifth. As Hare's 1-0 offering on the way, a fastball sprayed, fouled on the right field line out of play, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to the shortstop, Kuzma. He singled and scored in the first inning, grounded out to third his last time up. So 1 for 2 on the day as he bats now in the bottom of the fifth. So that fastball swung on and popped foul out of play, 1-2. As the kids go scrambling it after it here. Not too many foul balls have found that area around the kid zone where the kids hang out, as that slider misses off the plate away. Good take by Kuzma there. Late break on that slider, runs off the plate away. Able to wisely hold off. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Hare rocks and throws. Fires a changeup just a bit low as Shanks, the catcher, holds it an extra second there. Doesn't get the call. The count moves to full 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kuzma against Hare. The pitch on the way. Fastball outside, ball 4. So Kuzma walks to get the inning started. As now Charleston will hit with a man on first and nobody out. Blues lead 8-2 here in the bottom of the fifth. As the Blues scored all 8 of their runs in the bottom of the first inning. They got some help from 5 Barons errors in that inning, as the Barons got 1 of their own in the top of the first. They just plated 1 in the top of the fourth. So that is all the scoring so far. As Charleston at the plate here, the man on first and nobody gone. As we were in Santa Barbara, our music and press box director Elliott was saddened that Charleston didn't have his go-to walk-up song on the road, but he's back. He's got it, and he's feeling good. He's reached on an error, and he scored a run in the first. He got a single back in the third and swiped to second base. So it seems like he's got his groove back. At least no one could be happier than her. As another pickoff over to first base, diving back in safely is Kuzma. As Charleston's got his full swagger back, as Ellie would say. As he hits now, still waiting for the first offering as Hare's picked off twice, trying to keep Kuzma close. So now time is called once more, so a slow beginning to this at-bat. As Charleston looks to hit here, the shadows now have completely taken over the field, just a little bit over in the left field corner, still lit by sunlight. That will soon be gone. As the first pitch on the way to Charleston, a front door slider. He showed bunt, had to pull back and get out of the way to save a trip to the dentist as that slider runs up and in 1-0. One ball, no strikes here. The leadoff man, Chastain, waits in the on-deck circle. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning here with the wind blowing from right to left, as it usually does here in Sinsheimer Park, as the 1-0 offering on the way. Runner goes, pitch swung on and missed. The throw down to second is going to be in time, as the hit and run does not work there. As that fastball up out of zone, Charleston swung at it, tried to give Kuzma extra time, unable to do so as he couldn't make contact with the ball, as that pitch was well out of the strike, so nothing really Charleston could do about it. As Kuzma cut down trying to steal second for the first out of the inning. A nice throw by Shanks there in plenty of time to get Kuzma. As with one gone, now in a 1-1 count on Charleston. Hare delivers his pitch on the way here. Check swing. He says he went around on a two-seamer outside 1-2. Crowd wanted an appeal there. It was close. Close, could have gone either way. He always has that appeal down to the first base umpire on a right-hander's check swing, but decided to make the call himself. It's the 1-2 offering from Hare on the way here. He goes with the two-seamer. This one hit on the right side as it's a nice forehand play. The throw just in time to get Charleston as the second baseman ranging over to his left. Reaching down was Daniel Harris, able to get it in the shallow outfield grass. Makes the throw, beats Charleston by about a step for the second out of the inning. So two gone now, top of the order in Austin Chastain at the plate. As Chastain out of Fresno State at the plate here from Sacramento, California, representing Rio Americano High School. Left-hander digs in. The first offering to him, a fastball for a called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. So Hare looking for another clean inning. He gave up the walk. Gets some defensive help from his catcher on the caught stealing. Another good defensive play by a second baseman. And the MLB Academy Barons are one more out away from having their second 1-2-3 inning in a row as that fastball misses low 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here as Chastain spins the bat, digs in. A 2-0 offering from Hare on the way. This one's a two-seamer on the outer half for a called strike. Count moves to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now as Hare, peering over the webbing of his glove, gets the sign. Now winds and throws the pitch on the way. Fastball inside. Good catch there by Shanks. Saves the umpire. A nice Schinberger there. It goes to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now as Hare winds and throws. Pitch on the way. A changeup swung on and missed. Gets Chastain swinging there. That one dives down and away from the left-handed hitter. So a punch-out ends the 5th inning. We've played 5 so far here at Sinsheimer. Blues lead at 8-2. That lead brought to you by Leftos T-Shirt Company, committed to providing superior quality goods and the best service anywhere. As we will go to the top of the 6th, there'll be Dane Morrow back out there when we return with more Blues baseball here on YouTube. As we get set to go here, top of the 6th inning, as we had a very intense dizzy bat race just now. The cleanup man, Hunter Lewis, at the plate, designated hitter, number 20. The right-hander stands in, facing Dane Morrow, who's out there for his 2nd inning of work. It's the Pepperdine Products first offerings, a curveball low and away, 1-0. We start off the back half of this game here. Blues still lead 8-2. All their runs, like we said, coming in that first inning. An explosive inning for the Blues, aided by some Barons errors, as the Blues were able to take advantage. As they plated 8 runs, as that fastball misses low, 2-0. So now they're just looking for some good pitching here and some solid defense and take a series starting win, as they will play the Barons 3 times here at Sinsheimer today, tomorrow, and the following after that. As a 2-0 pitch cued down the third baseline, foul out of play, 2-1 is the jammed shot there by Lewis. See, breaks his bat there on a 2-0 swing. Not something you generally want to see, a jam shot on 2-0. Generally looking for something over the wide of the plate you can drive, as Morrow had the black of the plate there with a good fastball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike here, as Hunter Lewis gets some fresh lumber. Now back to the plate, ready to go is Morrow on the mound. He and Hagen trying to work together here to get through the 6th inning just as cleanly as they did in the 5th, as that pitch swung on and missed, 2-2. So Morrow gets down on the count, 2-0, fires right back, evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As now he gets to sign Hagen on the outside corner, pitch on the way, change up low, as Hagen shuts down the 5-hole there, tries to keep the ball in front, does so very well, as the count now full 3-2. So Morrow, we'll see if he just goes challenge fastball here. You got a 6-run lead, don't want to walk many batters. He just goes with the fastball, and it misses just a bit low, as it was right down the heart of the plate, but ruled below the knees. So a walk here to get things started as Lewis reaches first base. That'll bring Jacob Shanks to the plate. And if you're the Blues pitching staff right here, the big thing is you just don't want to walk people. Make the Barons swing the bat. You've only allowed 5 hits on the game so far. A couple defensive mistakes, but nothing too bad, as the Blues more often than not are solid in the field. So just, go over that. Don't be afraid to go over the wide of the plate. As that pitch swung on and missed it, hit the batter, Shanks, right in the leg. As that's both impressive, and I hope he looks to be all right as he's trying to walk it off. A sharp 2-seamer there from Dane Morrow, as Shanks took a wild hack at that one and wore it in the left thigh, which I've seen happen before, but it generally comes, if you're a right-handed hitter, it happens when a lefty throws you like a really hard-breaking slider that, will cut down and in, it'll catch your back foot or something. Rarely do you see it on a righty-righty matchup, a fastball fool a hitter enough to get him to swing and also nail him in the thigh, as Morrow trying to shake it off. So tough start to that at-bat for Jacob Shanks, as Dane just having a chat with home plate umpire, walking around trying to give Shanks some time. Here's the catcher's had a couple tough shots today. He took one off the thigh earlier on, took another foul ball off the hand. So he's going to have some bruises after this one. A well-earned ice bath for Jacob Shanks after this game here, as he looks to be all right. He makes his way back to the plate. He gets rewarded for being hit by that pitch with a strike. 0-1. As Slade and Morrow agree on their battle plans here, it's 0-1 as we'll reset and get things going here. So no balls, 1 strike on the batter, Jacob Shanks, a man on first in the form of Hunter Lewis after he worked that full count walk. Morrow looking for a ground ball double play, as I'm gotta think Shanks is not going to be the quickest out of the box here after taking that fastball to the thighs. The 0-1 pitch, he goes back inside with a fastball. 1-1. That's a power move by Morrow there. Just after Shanks takes the fastball off the thigh to throw another inside fastball. Shanks wanted no piece of that one. He gets out of the way, 1-1. Now Morrow sets at the belt. Pitch only runner not going. That ball laced to third. Frazier's got it. He throws back to first, but it's going to be high over the head of Lutz and down the first baseline. An easy double play And as the runner's going to go down to second, as Frazier, not a confident throw from the third baseman as he caught the ball, had an easy play back at first, wound up to throw it, then didn't, kind of pump faked it, tapped his glove one more time. And when he did that, got very off rhythm, as you could kind of see his step to throw was too early. As he fires it high, Lutz no chance to get that one as it goes over his head. So a line out for Shanks, but an E5 on the throw allows Lewis to reach second base. The second throwing error for Frazier in the game. So with a man on second and one gone, Andrew Wilson will hit. As Wilson stands in at the plate, the right-hander, ready for the first offering from Morrow. Morrow from the stretch. That pitch, fastball swung, popped up, shallow left field. Coming on is Chastain, and he will make the catch. Calls off the shortstop Kuzma for the second out of the inning. So first pitch swing was the modern-day Spicoli as Wilson flies out to left field for the second out of the inning. As Cole thinks that's a bad joke, he just shakes his head in sadness. You know what, Cole? It's topical and it's relevant. You got to deal with it. As Cole muddled. I don't know what he said, but it seemed hurtful. So I'm gonna feel offended until proven otherwise. As there's two gone in the inning here. Cameron Dean at the plate, man on second, 2 outs. As the first offering from Morrow on the way here, he looks back now. Slide steps to the plate, a fastball for a called strike, 0-1. So Morrow looking to get out of this inning, a leadoff walk. An errant throw allowed Lewis to advance into scoring position, but a big pop out there with Wilson has the Blues 1 out away from getting out of this inning, trying to put up another 0 as that curveball misses in the dirt. Good block by Hagen, keeps the runner at second base, 1-1. So count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Morrow looks and gets the sign. Slade sets up on the outer half of the plate here. Now shuffles his weight back inside. Fastball in on the hand, swung on and missed 1-2. A nice pitch there as Morrow reaches back for a little something extra. Jumps ahead of the count, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. Dean is the pitch on the way from Morrow. A curveball chopped on the ground. Coming on the short hop, unable to make the pick is the shortstop Kuzma. The runner's going to come around third, no hesitation. He's going to come in to score. As there was some indecision on the infield there, Cameron Dean will reach on a unlikely infield single. It would have been a tough play for Kuzma with a Dean booking it down the line. That ball really should have been Frazier, the third baseman, but I think after his second throwing error, he was more inclined to give way to the oncoming shortstop there. It was a tough play for Kuzma. It was a play more suited for the third baseman to run on and cut off the angle there, but maybe those throwing errors in Frazier's head a little bit on that one, so he declined to make the play. Kuzma, though, it's just a difficult play. That high chopper, when it lands, it gets you on that tweener hop. There's really no chance, unless you get lucky as a shortstop, to have that one end up in your glove. So it's a man on first, a run in for the Barons. They trim it to a 5-run lead. It's 8-3 with 2 gone here in the top of the 6th. As at the plate is Adam Sendejas. So the 1-0 offering him a fastball just a bit inside, 2-0. So man on first in the form of Cameron Dean. He can move a little bit as he was booking it down the line. Another reason why we said Frazier really is the only one to have a play. By that time, Kuzma would have been able to field that ball. Would have really been no chance to throw across his body. Strong enough there to get Cameron Dean out at first base. That fastball misses outside, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to the count here on Sendejas. Sendejas, he singled in the second, struck out looking in the 4th. So 1 for 2 on the day as the right-hander at the plate. Open stance. We'll see if Morrow just hums something over the middle here as he winds and throws, but he's going to miss outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk here to Sendejas. Keeps staying alive for the Barons. It's first and second, 2 gone as Pitching coach Ed Gravel gonna make his way out to the mound, have a chat as there's a righty warming up in the Blues bullpen here. As this meeting at the mound and breaking the action brought to you by Cal Poly Math and Science, Cal Poly's College of Math and Science, or COSAM as we like to call it, where science, mathematics, and the art of teaching, plus California's Central Coast, all intersect. As Gravel done on the mound here, it looks like it's going to be Morrow's inning to get out of it. He's got first and second, 2 gone. The Pepperdine product going to need a big out here. It's going to have to come in the form of Trevor Matson. Matson 0 for 2. 2 flyouts to Charleston in center field for both of his at-bats. So Matson stands in no batting gloves here as the temperature begins to drop. As the sun's disappeared at Sinsheimer Stadium. First pitch fastball misses high 1-0. Top of the order, Desmond Gates waits in the on-deck circle. So you'd like to save the top of the order for the next inning here. If you can get the 9-hole hitter out right now to end the inning, that would be the preferable solution as that fastball finds the knees on the inside corner 1-1 as Morrow's still throwing pretty hard out there. Good velocity, just needs to hone it in. Just hit his spots. Pitch to contact as the 1-1 offering on the way here. Fastball, this one's hit to center field, hit pretty well, but Charleston going back, coast under it. He's got it. Inning overside, retired 3 putouts by Jay Charleston, all from Trevor Matson. So Matson and Charleston just can't get enough of each other as we've played 5.5. Top of 5th was brought to you by Minton Insurance. Focus on building long-term relationships with our clients as we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Blues lead at 8-3. Wouldn't mind some insurance runs here as the Bears have been chipping away slowly but surely. Blues, though, with an explosive offense, are going to look to get something going when we come back. It'll be Jones, Lipsius, and Hagen when we return. And we get set here. Bottom of the 6th underway is Blaine Jones at the plate facing Ryan Hare. First offering to Jones, a fastball lifted, fouled on the right field line, out of play. As in between innings, we had a very large spider fall out of our ceiling and just land on the table about 1.5 feet away from me. My gosh, I'm still trying to catch my breath. I covered more ground getting out of the way of that thing than most Olympic sprinters. You know what, Jim? It was a sizable size of a spider. The count moves to 1-1. That slider swung on a ripped foul down the third base line. 1-2. It was about the size. It spanned like a silver dollar. And it was angry. It was very upset with whatever had knocked it out of the ceiling. And it wasn't happy to be upside down, Coleman. Good gracious. Did you see that thing? It was going for blood. So it's 1-2 to Blaine Jones here as that fastball swung on and missed as Jones swings through a high fastball for the first out of the inning. As Ryan Hare records another punch out. Just to give some context, I'm just sitting here minding my own business, drinking water, and I hear Coleman next to me just go, "Good gracious, look at the size of that spider." I'm not sticking around to figure it out. Move first, ask questions later. That's the way I like to think about it. So first pitch to Luke Lipsius misses outside 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here. 1 gone in the inning as Lipsius in the left-handed batter's box swings at a fastball, sends it right back where it came from, up the middle, a base hit. As Luke reaches, he's reached base all 3 times tonight. Doubled in the first, came around to score on Justin Lutz's single. He walked in the third, now singles here in the 6th. So continuing his stellar on-base percentage and adding to that over 400 batting average he's got working as the Tennessee Volunteers over there on. So over there at first base with 1 gone in the inning as Slade Hagan comes to the plate. As a quick pick over, diving back in is Lipsius. First offering on the way to Hagan. A slider hit on the ground to third, fielded. On to second for 1, on to first in time for a double play, a 5-4-3 double play. Ends the inning there, so a hard hit ball by Hagan on the first pitch he sees. But a nice play there by the third baseman, Matson. 2nd to 1, on to first. In time to get Hagan. So we played 6 innings so far here at Sinsheimer. Blues lead at 8-3, but the Barons have been chipping away. See if the Blues can get a 0 on the boards. It'll be a new pitcher when we come back. The 6th inning brought to you by none other than First Five. Children in San Luis Obispo County thrive in nurturing, respectful environments and enter school healthy and ready to learn. And we'll be ready for the top of the 7th when we get there. But first, a short break and hopefully no more spiders when we come back. And as we get back to it here, top of the 7th, a new pitcher on the mound for the Blues is going to be number 27, Mario Lopez, as he comes in for Dane Morrow. And over at third base, Conager Sands takes over for Brendan Frazier. As we're in the back third of this ball game, Blues a 5-run lead as Lopez kicks and deals his first offering to the leadoff man, Desmond Gates, misses outside 1-0. It'll be Gates, Harris, and Banuelos, the top of the Barons order, set to come up as Barons got 1 last inning. As that fastball misses low and away, 2-0. So Blues, all their runs coming in that first inning where they exploded for 8. They've been quiet since. As the 2-0 offering from Lopez is going to miss a bit high, 3-0. So Lopez comes out misfiring here a little bit to get things started as Gates struck out his last 2 times up. He did walk and score that run in the first. As the 3-0 offering on the way here, that fastball finds the zone on the inner half for their strike. 3-1. It's the 3-1 pitch on the way. Fastball just outside, ball 4. So Gates walks to get things started here. So second walk of the night for Gates as Daniel Harris will hit. Now Daniel Harris will come to the plate here. Gates leads from first. The first offer from Lopez out. Stretch a slider, breaks off the plate, low and away, 1-0. There's now the 1-0 on the way. Lopez out of the stretch. Fastball swung, popped up right field. Lipsius under it. And he makes the catch. So Lipsius right underneath that one. Didn't have to go too far to track it down for the first out of the inning. So with 1 gone, Joshua Banuelos will hit the man on first and 1 out. So with 1 gone and a man aboard here, Joshua Banuelos will hit. Banuelos 0 for 3 on the day. He grounded into a double play his last time up. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the first as he hits a ground ball base hit to the right side there as infield pinched up the middle in double play depth. He hit it right to where the shortstop would have been playing. So he singles there on the first pitch he sees, taking a fastball the other way. So first and second, 1 gone in the inning. And with first and second, Hunter Lewis will hit. Lewis on the day. He's a designated hitter in the cleanup role for the Barons. He's singled a couple of times. He's also walked, so been on base all 3 times today. Has Lewis as the first pitch to him. It's a fastball yanked fouled on the third baseline, 0-1. So Barons threatening here in the top of the 7th. They got 2 aboard, only 1 out. They trailed 8-1 after the first, but since have gotten 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 6th as well. So they've made it a 5-run game here. In the heart of the order, trying to do some more damage as Lopez trying to keep the lead intact as he sets his 0-1 offering on the way. Lopez fires a fastball, cued foul, 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Mario Lopez, the 4th-year junior, undecided on when he'll be attending college from Delano, California. As Lopez now asks for the signs one more time. Now likes what he sees. Sets at the belt. He's ahead in the count, 0-2 here. We'll see what he decides to go with as he and Hagan work together to pitch on the way. A fastball. This one hit shallow center field coming in as Charleston still coming in, and he's going to get there to make the catch as Charleston flashes the wheels there. They're not just good on the base paths. They travel with him to the outfield as he comes in, makes a nice catch. So Lewis retired on the fly out to center for the second out of the inning. With 2 gone, Jacob Shanks will hit. So first and second, 2 gone as Lopez looks to get out of the top of the 7th unscathed. As Mario sets at the belt his first offering on the way to Shanks. A slider that falls just a bit low there, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Blues protecting a 5-run cushion here in the latter stages of this game. So we're in the top of the 7th with 2 gone. Lopez takes a look to second. And 1 more now to the plate. He snaps a fastball just a bit low there, 2-0. So Lopez needs to focus on the hitter here. Don't worry about that runner. Let Hagan and Sands over there at first base deal with that if he tries to run with 2 outs. Doubtful he'll be going here as Barons don't want to waste a scoring opportunity by making the last out at third base on an attempted steal. With a 2-0 offering now from Lopez on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. The count runs even, or count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. As now Lopez sets at the chest. Now drops the glove down to the belt, ready with the 2-1 offering. Looks at second, nobody holding Gates on that ball. Hit on the ground to third. Sands has it. Throw on to first in time to get Gates. So a walk, a single, but nothing doing on the scoreboard otherwise for the Barons as Lopez able to get out of it. That 5-3 putout ends the inning as we will go to the 7th inning stretch. 7th inning stretch brought to you by, of course, none other than Certified Auto Repair. If you're looking for a local auto repair shop that you can trust, consider Certified Auto Repair, since we've been providing our friends and neighbors in San Luis Obispo with dependable, trustworthy auto repair. We'll come back with the bottom of the 7th, a new pitcher on the mound for the Barons when we come back. And after another rousing rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game by the Youth of America here at Sinsheimer Stadium, we're ready to go with the bottom of the 7th inning as Justin Lutz will get things started. New pitcher on the mound, number 26, Alonzo Billups. As Ryan Hare's day is done, he goes 4 innings, allows 2 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. As Alonzo Billups, the right-hander, kicks and deals his first offering, skips in the dirt. As Shanks unhappy with having to take that one off the leg as well. 1-0 to Justin Lutz at the plate. Lutz, Anderson, and Sands due up here. As that pitch misses a bit low as well. 2-0. So Lutz trying to get something going here for his Blues ahead of the count, 2-0. It's that power hitting left-handed first baseman at the plate trying to get something from Billups that he can drive. 2-0 offering a fastball swung, lifted foul, up and out of play. So Blues looking for some late inning offense here as they got 8 in the first, but nothing more. They lead 8-3 as that fastball is a called strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Hoping to get their leadoff man on here, try to get something started. as Billups with the windup over the head and out of the plate. Slider runs up and in, almost hits Justin, but just misses. Count runs full 3-2 as Lutz was not too excited to have to get his elbow out of the way in that one. Wouldn't have minded it just grazing him, but doesn't get hit. So the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Fastball sprayed foul as it checks up off the marketing tent. Nice play by a slow Tiger in the stands there, and the count full 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count here as Billups winds and throws. Pitch on the way. Fastball lifted once more. Foul this one up over our merchandise tent as that one's going to get all the way back toward the park out beyond the Slow Blue Stadium. So 3-2 once more here as will be the 8th pitch upcoming of the at-bat as Justin Lutz battling well here against Alonzo Billups as Alonzo kicks and deals. Pitch on the way. Another 3-2. Gets some swing with a high fastball there. Justin down on strikes for the second time today as he swings through a high fastball from Billups. Out number 1 of the bottom of the 7th is now Matt Anderson, the designated hitter, will hit. Connor Sands, who replaced Brandon Frazier defensively over at third base, the top of this inning, steps out into the on-deck circle, waiting for his first chance to hit in this ball game. So Anderson at the plate here, strikeout victim, his first and third time up. In between there, though, sandwich, a nice double to left center field as he swings through a fastball up and away there. 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here. Matt Anderson looking to get something offensively going as the Blues have been quiet since that first inning. As there's a fastball hummed right at the knees there for a called strike. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes as it's cooled significantly here at Sinsheimer. Coleman clearly did not bring enough warmth as that 0-2 pitch is swung foul back to the screen. He's from Florida, so you know when it's 72 here, he thinks it's going to snow. At least that's the way Coleman works. Coleman's expecting us to have Christmas trees here very soon. So Coleman needs to go get a parka or something. He's shaking the table over there, just trying to stay warm. Classic Florida. As the 0-2 offering once again on the way to Anderson. This fastball up out of the zone is speared by Shanks. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 gone in the inning as the wind continues to just blow a little bit out there from right to left, as it always does. That fastball just misses outside. Shanks thought he had strike 3. Had to gather himself there behind the plate as he was about to throw it down to third, but doesn't get the call. So the count even now at 2-2. The 2-2 offering from Billups on the way. That fastball hit on the ground to third. Matson's got it. It straightens up, fires on to first in time to get Anderson. So 2 gone here in the inning. Another good at-bat by Anderson to work the count as he's had really good at-bats his entire day. His strikeout in the first, he saw 8 pitches. He saw another full count. And on the 6th pitch, he doubled to left center field, and he worked the count 2-2 before striking out last time. This time, worked the count 2-2, fouls off a couple pitches. The first pitch to Sands is whipped down the third baseline, foul out of play, 0-1. A nice play there by third base coach for the Blues. Snags that one off a hop. Still got the hands to play the game as it's 0-1 here to Conacher, the Cal Poly infielder. That fastball swung on and missed just a bit up over his hands there, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here as Conacher gets up on the plate a little more here with 2 strikes, trying to protect as he fouls that fastball straight back to the screen, was right on it. That pitch a little too good 0-2, but Sands can't make him pay. So we'll do the 0-2 once more here as ball boy hustling out there, gets some fresh pearls to the umpire. Now retreats back to the Blues dugout as Billups winds and throws that fastball, just tap foul at the plate once more. The count remains 0-2, so a couple good pitches from Billups, fought off by Sands here. Trying to stay alive on deck is Jack Kuzma. It's the 0-2 here. Fastball lifted deep to left, but going to get well foul as Sands drove that one just about a cool 45 yards foul down the left field line, but an impressive foul ball nonetheless. Letting people know he's got some pop as the 0-2 one more time. Fastball swung on and missed. A high heater gets him So 1, 2, 3, go. The Blues a couple of strikeouts for Billups in his first inning of the series as he sends down Lutz, Anderson, and Sands in order. We will head to the top of the 8th as the 7th inning is brought to you by Sports Clips. Sports Clips Haircuts of San Luis Obispo gives guys what they want. A perfect haircut in a sports-themed environment. Come visit us. Walk-ins are welcome. I don't think I've ever called ahead for a haircut. Just a personal thought. Don't know anyone that has. Oh, my roommate does. But he goes to some fancy barbershop. I just go to the place next to my house back at home. Shout out Vince, my haircut guy. I haven't had a guy cut my hair other than him for like 6 years now. Vince, my man. We'll take a short break. We'll come back top of the 8th. It's still 8-3. New pitcher on the mound for the Blues when we come back. And as we get things going here, new pitcher on the mound for the Blues is number 48, standing at an impressively large 6'7", Chase Walter, the right-hander from Western Carolina, representing Peachtree City, Georgia, and McIntosh High School as he's on the mound here. As Mario Lopez goes 1 inning, allows 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, no strikeouts. As the line for Dane Morrow as well. That first pitch fastball inside for a ball 1-0. Morrow went 2 innings for the Blues, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 strikeout, and a pair of walks. As now Walter works here against Andrew Wilson. It'll be Wilson, Dean, and Sendejas at the plate. As that fastball hit right back up the middle by Wilson. As tries to keep it on the infield to slide. Does Blaine Jones unable to do so as it trickles into center field for a leadoff single. So the man with the flowing hair is aboard. As Wilson over there at first base. He's got some wheels, the right fielder, as he gets things started with a base hit. Now Cameron Dean will hit. So Dean at the plate here. Dean is flown out to left field. He reached on an error back in the 4th and singled in the 6th. As Walter looking for a clean 8th inning here. Blues lead 8-3. They lead in the hit column 9-7. They lead in the error column 5-3 as Barons have committed 5, Blues 3 errors. That first pitch swung on and missed in the dirt there. 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike here as defensively the Blues have a new catcher in behind the plate, Noah Cracknell. As he came on last inning, we forgot to mention, so apologies to my main man Paul out there. That fastball misses up and in. 2 balls and a strike here on Cameron Dean. As Walter looks the runner back now. Reset, so he and Noah gonna get things going here in the 8th inning. The fresh battery out there for the Blues as that pitch, breaking ball drops a bit too low. Good pitch, just unable to keep it in the zone. 3-1. 3 balls and a strike here as Chase Walter looking for that ground ball double play. We'll see if he can get it. 3-1. That fastball swung on and missed. A big hack there by Cameron Dean. Nothing to show for it as the count runs full 3-2. So Noah and Chase working together here trying to get a clean 8th inning. Got a little bit of a problem in the form of Andrew Wilson over there on first base to get things started. Wilson runs. That pitch swung and hit on the ground. Diving is Lutz. He's unable to get it. It's going to be a base hit to right field. And Wilson's going to coast into third as he was moving on the pitch. So a full count base hit with a runner in motion. Has men at the corners here. Nobody out. So good piece of hitting there by Cameron Dean with a second baseman for the Blues breaking toward the bag for the stolen base attempt. Hits it right where they aren't. As Lutz with a heroic dive just out of his reach. As he was just inches from that ball. It would have been a tremendous play if he could have come up with it. But unable to do so as now men are on the corners here. Nobody out. Adam Sendejas at the plate. The Blues, they have a 5-run lead, but with one swing in the back, MLB Barons are right back in this thing as that pitch is swung on and missed nothing and one. So some big batters coming up to the plate here for the Blues. As you're fine to give up one, you'll definitely trade a run for a double play here if you can get it. As Walter needs to work down on the zone, try to get that ground ball from Sendejas, the first baseman, who's at the plate right now. The 0-1 offering to him, a front door breaking ball, drops just a bit low, 1-1. That's a good pitch from Walter. Can't get Sendejas to bite on it. It just falls low. Now pitching coach Ed Gravel comes flying out to the mound. Just like Apollo with wings on his shoes as he soars to the pitching's mound to have a chat with Chase Walter. As Gravel giving him he's got some hand gestures going here. This is new. This is the most animated conversation I think I've ever seen Gravel have. Is I think what he's telling his pitchers just to, hey, just go after him. You know, you got a 5-run lead. Make him put it in play. So it's a 1-1 count here. As Chase Walter looks to first now, sets at the chest. His 1-1 offering on the way here. Winds and throws and fires the fastball just a bit low on the inner corner of the plate. 2 balls and a strike here to Sendejas. There's no action in the Blues bullpen, so it's at least Walter's inning, if not his game. As that fastball swung on and missed a runner. Heading for a second as that ball was actually fouled off right there at the plate. So runner has to retreat back to his position at first. 2-2 the count. So Cameron Dean broke on that one. We'll see if they try it again here with a count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chase Walter sets at the chest. The 2-2 count with men on the corner. Swung on. Fastball lifted into right field down the line. It's going to fall for a base hit as Lipsius cuts it off. Gets it back in quickly. Throw goes into third base. Sands grabs it, but not before. Cameron Dean goes first to third, and Andrew Wilson comes in to score. So it's an 8-4 game as the Barons just trade places out there on the base passes. Sendejas now at first. Dean now over at third. Wilson back in the dugout with a run scored, and now Trevor Matson will hit. So 3 straight singles here by the Barons. They get the top of the 8th started. They've already plated a run here as the tying run for the Barons is in the on-deck circle. So they've just been chipping away here as Matson at the plate. First pitch to him is a fastball for a strike, nothing. And one lot going on in Matson's swing now. He's got that leg kick, kind of drops his hands, picks him back up. He's flown out to center all 3 times. So he and Jay just had a special connection in this game as the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. A mighty hack comes up empty, 0-2 on the up and in heater there by Walter. He's now way ahead in this count, 0-2. Big punch out if you can get it right here with the top of the order in the on-deck circle. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Curveball in the dirt, gets him swinging. Strike 3 right there. So 3 pitches dispenses of Trevor Matson there as he goes down hacking for the first out of the inning. And with 1 gone, Desmond Gates, the leadoff man, will come to the plate. As Steve Tolley, one of the Blues' many assistant coaches, just directing his outfielders. As he pulls Chastain in and toward the line out in left field a couple steps as Desmond Gates, the left-handed hitting center fielder, steps in. First pitch to him is a fastball out of the zone, 1-0. Gates stands at about 5'6", 5'7". Chase Walter stands about 6'6", 6'7". So Bit of a height discrepancy here between the two as Walter's got to work down to get it into that strike zone. It looked like he had it there, but declines to give it to him. So 2-0 on a close fastball on the outer corner. 2 balls and no strikes here to Desmond as Walter winds and throws a 2-0, offering a fastball right down the middle for a called strike. 2-1. You can see our interns at the bottom of your screen there taking down our marketing tent as we begin to pack up shop in the later innings. It's the 2-1 pitch on the way here. Another fastball. This one a bit low, 3-1. So Walter a pitch away from walking the bases loaded here with Daniel Harris. The on-deck circle. Harris has a pair of singles today as he's 2 for 4. This is the 3-1 offering on the way from Walter here. Upstairs, ball 4, not close. Excuse me, ball 3. Yeah, ball 4. There we go. There we go. And he's down to first. Desmond trying to make me doubt myself. I looked at Coleman. Coleman was like, that's ball 4. So we just kind of exchanged an inquisitive look, as some might say. And then Desmond decides to go down to first. So bases loaded here. 1 gone in the inning. Tying run for the Barons is at the plate. It's in the form of Daniel Harris. It's Chase Walter. Out of the stretch, fires a fastball. A big cut and a miss. Nothing in 1 as Harris had one thing on his mind with that swing, and that was a tie ball game. He swings through a fastball. No balls. 1 strike to count here. So Walter got to be on his game now with the bases loaded. The 0-1 offering on the way. That fastball runs high as Harris bends out of the way. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count here. Desmond leads from first. Sendejas from second. Dean from third. As that fastball swung chop foul. The Barons on deck hitter. Benuelos able to pick it up off a couple hops. They're 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As fans young and old calling for hot sauce here, trying to get a big strikeout. Trying to will Chase Walter to do so right here. He's got his man down in the count 1-2. Can he finish him off right here? The 1-2 pitch on the way. Slider just runs off the plate. A good hard breaking ball from Chase there. Just can't get the corner. 2-2. So 2-2 the count here as Chase sets to the chest. Right to the plate. Fastball sprayed, fouled on the right field line back toward where the kid zone is. Count will hold at 2-2. So some big pressure-packed pitches here for Chase Walters. He's got the bases loaded, 1 out. Looking for a double play. If he can't get a double play but still is able to retire Harris, he'll still have to deal with Benuelos, who waits in the on-deck circle. Walters offering on the way. That curveball is ripped down over the short. A nice dive on the backhand to second for 1. The throw to first is going to short hop Lutz. He's able to pick it, though. Keeps it in front. That saves a run. An amazing play there by the shortstop as Jack Kuzma goes into a dive to his backhand on the hot shot that was surely been 2 runs as he's able to make a fantastic play. Presence of mind to get up. Throws to second. The easy way to try to get Desmond Gates able to do so. So the fielder's choice retires Gates. A run does come home to score. It's an 8-5 game now. And now Benuelos hits with men at the corners. And 2 gone in the inning. First pitch to Benuelos, a fastball bit low, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Benuelos. He is 1 for 4 today as he swings and fouls this one back 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the 3-hitter, Joshua Benuelos, the shortstop for the Barons. The tying run represented by him in the batter's box. As that pitch, a fastball, runs up and in as Benuelos bends out of the way. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count here. Pitch on the way from Walters. That finds the inside corner. Nice fastball there. Took a little bit off it, but made sure to place it right on the inner corner there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2's all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. The runner goes. Pitch on the way. Swung a popped up shallow right. Lipsius in. He calls for it, and he's got it. Inning over. side. Retired damage done as the Barons grab a couple, but nothing more, as Walter able to limit the damage to just 2 runs there, as we will go to the bottom of the 8th. As it's an 8-5 game here at Sinsheimer, so the Barons pull ever closer, as the top of the 8th is brought to you by ACI Jet. ACI Jet is a world-class aviation company providing corporate aircraft management, charter, maintenance, and ground handling services. We will come back with the bottom of the 8th. Blues looking to get some insurance runs here, as their 7-run lead has been trimmed to 3 when we come back with the bottom of the 8th. And as we get ready to go here, bottom of the 8th, Jack Kuzma at the plate is a fastball just a bit outside. 1-0 Kuzma, Charleston, and Chastain. 8, 9, and 1 hitters scheduled up for the Blues in this inning as they look to add on. So they lead 8-5 here. That fastball, big cut and a miss by Kuzma there, 1-1 as he takes a mighty hack. Blues been held scoreless since the first inning. Thankfully, they were able to put up 8 in that first inning. That fastball misses low and away, picked on the backhand by Shanks, 2-1. Those 8 runs have held up so far. It's an 8-5 game here. It's the 2-1 offering from Billups on the way, misses outside, same spot, same result. It's 3-1 the count now. As Kuzma looking to get aboard to get things started for the Blues in the bottom of the 8th, as that fastball is hit on a line, and he gets right by the shortstop, Benuelos, as he dropped down like he was going to chest it like a catcher, and the ball just skipped right over his left shoulder there. He was all mentally ready to body it up, and then forgot to move his feet to get in front of the ball. So a single there for Kuzma. So Kuzma's aboard, and Jay Charleston will hit. So hard hit ball, you know what they say, just hit the ball hard, good things will happen. So Kuzma's aboard with the leadoff single, and now Jay Charleston at the plate. Hits even 10 apiece for both teams as Charleston bats now. The man on first, nobody out. First pitch to him is a fastball, high back pick to first. Not in time, diving back in is Kuzma. No problem there. So that pitch missed up and away, 1-0. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Charleston at the plate. Insurance run in Jack Kuzma over on first base. Nobody gone here. Bottom of the 8th inning. As the Barons grab 2 in the top of the inning, they trim it to a 3-run Blues lead as that fastball misses outside. 2-0. Billups seems to be overthrowing a bit here. He's definitely throwing harder this inning than he was last inning. He's just rearing back and letting it fly, but sacrificing some accuracy with those extra miles per hour as he's down on the count 2-0. Now to Charleston, pitch on the way here. Fastball a bit high, 3-0. And these are not the guys you want to walk in Charleston. He's got speed. Kuzma can run as well. Then you have to deal with the top of the order with men on base and men in scoring position. So 3-0 here. We'll see if Charleston's got the green light. Pitch on the way. We will never know, as it's a fastball way outside. Ball 4, so 4-pitch walk to Jay as it's first and second. Nobody out. And Austin Chastain will come to the plate. Chastain reached on air and scored back in the first inning. Grounded out in the third, struck out in the fifth. So 0 for 3 on the day. There's now a meeting on the mound here as the pitching coach can go out and have a chat with Billups as he's got men on first and second. Nobody out. Top of the order at the plate is this meeting at the mound brought to you by Dream Dinners. At Dream Dinners, you make homemade meals for your family in our store. Then freeze, thaw, and cook when you are ready at home. Interesting concept. As now Chastain comes to the plate here. First and second, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th, Blues lead it 8-5. As Chastain, the left fielders, had some action defensively. Nothing too crazy out there as he's just made his routine plays. As Coleman, to my right, just jumped out of his skin because a moth flew up here. So there's a fastball high. Chastain shows bunt, pulls back 1-0. My goodness, you would have thought an alligator was loose in here. Actually, you wouldn't, because Coleman's he's desensitized to those. Alligators are normal for him. Moths, however, my goodness. So 1-0 here. We'll see if Coleman can pull it together. As we're just under attack by insects and arachnids as the 1-0 pitch misses, and it's going to hit Chastain in the foot. So that's going to load the bases here as Chastain took a heater right off the back foot there. As he tries to walk it off. So bases are loaded here on the hit by pitch. Nobody out. As it'll be Blaine Jones at the plate here. There's one very avid fan for Blaine Jones. You can't see him, but we can hear him. That's for sure. So it'll be Blaine at the plate. Bases loaded. Nobody out. As the Blues looking to add on here. They got the Ducks on the pond. We'll see if Jones can start driving them in. Jones has a single in the first. He struck out both times in his other 2 at-bats. So 1 for 3 on the day is Blaine as the new Pearl gets thrown out to Billups on the mound. No action in the Barons bullpen here. So they're sticking with their guy, Alonzo Billups. Single and a walk, and now a hit batsman. Have the Blues with the bases loaded. Infield in here for the Barons. First pitch on the way. Fastball runs high, 1-0. So Jones going to probably sit up there. Probably going to take a strike. Make Billups find the zone once more. As Billups was moving well here. As he got through the 7th inning. 1, 2, 3. But now hitting some trouble here in his 2nd inning of work. As he finds the zone now with a fastball low in the zone. Finds the knees 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield still in on the grass. Blues have Kuzma at 3rd, Charleston at 2nd, Chastain at 1st. The 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. Tap foul down the first baseline. 1-2. Jones goes after a pitch a bit outside there, but just fights it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Shanks and Billups trying to rein this inning in here as they got a bit of a predicament out there on the defense. 2nd man in the order up with the bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball. That one's lifted to the left center field, and it's going to fall for a hit. 1 run comes in to score. Charleston wheeling around 3rd. He will come in to score. The throw is not in time as it's 1st and 2nd as Blaine Jones with a big-time single there. Plates a couple as Kuzma comes around to score. Charleston moving on contact. Got a great read on that ball. Knew it was going to be down right off the bat as he had checked his outfielders when he got to second base. A very smart base runner is Jay Charleston as he got a great break on that ball as the throw was not too far behind him. If Charleston had waited to see if that ball was truly going to be down, probably wouldn't have been able to wave him around, but he was right on Kuzma's heels there. So a pair of runs here, make it a 10-5 game, and that's what the Blues were looking for as they answer the Barons 2 runs with 2 of their own here in the bottom of the 8th. As the first pitch here up and away to Luke Lipsy has 1-0. So first and second here, Chastain at second, Jones at first after the big 2 RBI single. The 1-0 pitch. It's going to miss outside 2-0. He's coming. Yeah. So 2 balls, no strikes here as Lipsius stands in first and second, nobody out. Luke doubled, walked, and singled today, so he's been on base every single time he's had the chance. There's a fastball called for a strike on the outside corner. Count moves to 2-1. Lipsius didn't like a close pitch, called strike, so 2-1 the count here to Luke as he stands in. Billups from the stretch, kicks and deals. Fastball runs off the plate away, 3-1. It's 3-1 the count here. Blues now have a 5-run lead. They lead 10-5. They've amassed 11 hits, committed 3 errors. Barons have 5 runs on 10 hits. They've committed 5 errors as the pitch on the way slap foul up into the chain link fence there. The count's going to work full 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes the count here. Lipsius looking to keep his day perfect. He's 2 for 2 with that walk. Now the full count pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. So for the first time tonight, Lipsius is retired as he swings through a high fastball. As that'll be the first out of the inning here. And now Slade Hagan will hit with, Noah Cracknell will hit the replace Slade back in 7th inning. As the University of Portland product at the plate here. First and second, 1 gone in the inning as Noah trying to get some more runs if he can. As Billups sets at the chest, his first offering on the way. The runner takes off for third, swung on, missed the throws to the second runner. So throw down to the second. Now that time it kicks into center field, and that'll allow Chastain to come in to score. As Chastain scores. Smart play there by Shanks. He threw to the backside runner on the double steal. Generally, your better chances to try to throw the runner out at second base is Chastain got a fantastic jump to third. No chance to throw him out there. They had a play at second with Jones. Throws short hop to second baseman. He was unable to pick it. It rolls into center field. Heads up base running by Chastain as he comes in to score. So it's 11-5 now. A run on second for Noah. No balls and 1 strike as he swung through that pitch there, trying to give his runner some extra time. So smart hitting by Noah as he waits for the 0-1. Swung lifted down the right field line. Foul out of play, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone here. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Blues have pushed 3 runs across here as they respond to the Barons, who pushed across 2 in the top of the inning. So an eventful 8th inning offensively for both sides as the Barons pitcher Billups kicks and deals. Fastball swung on, pop foul back to the right of our press box. Still 0-2. Count remains 0-2 to Noah here as sets and holds the bat up. A little Ichiro sleeve pop. Now ready for the 0-2. Swung hit on the ground to third. Matson comes in. He's got it. Straightens up, throws in time, gets Noah by about half a step. Close play at first base, but Cracknell just thrown out for the second out of the inning. And with 2 gone, Justin Lutz will come to the plate. As Justin Lutz comes to the plate here with a man on second. 2 outs in the inning. As the first pitch on the way to Justin is a fastball outside, 1-0. So 1-0 here to Justin as he stands in facing Billups. Billups struck him out in their last meeting as that fastball runs down and in as he gets out of the way, 1-1. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Lutz here. As Coleman shakes his head at me disapprovingly. You know, Cole, I'm trying my best. So that fastball runs high, 3-0. I was just given 2 homemade cookies from Kayla's mom. Thank you, Kayla's mom, if you're listening. They smell delicious. Coleman wants me to share. We'll see about that one, Cole. They smell heavenly. As the 3-0 offering from Lutz on the way is inside, ball 4. So Justin walks on 4 straight pitches. It's first and second, 2 outs, and Matt Anderson coming to the plate. As I will now give Cole a cookie. There you go, good sir. As Cole just lets out a moan of excitement. They smell delicious. Clearly, my taste tester approves. As Anderson steps to the plate here, first and second, 2 gone in the inning. Billups sets at the chest. His first offering on the way. A fastball, called strike, nothing. And when I, just we like to give people a flavor of what's going on in the press box as Jim sits there very grumpy for some reason. Jim has caught a bug. Jim Siebert, the next Steve Irwin over there, just has caught some sort of contraption. Sweet pigs in a blanket. He's throwing insects around in the press box. My goodness, Jim. It's a 1-1 count. I am now standing because I don't know where it went. The 1-1 pitch from Billups all the way fastball way outside. 2-1. I will do the rest of this broadcast from the safety of the back of the press box. Sweet Bonnie and Clyde, Jim. What is wrong with you? It's a 2-1 count. Anderson at the plate. Billups' pitch on the way. Fastball runs high through. And Jim, I don't come to your bedroom where you read your audiobooks and just start hucking whipped cream and mayonnaise around, do I? My goodness. I don't think I've ever heard Jim laugh this hard. It's a 3-1 count here. Billups kicks and deals that fastball. Called strike on the inside corner of the 3-2. I'm still not going back because I didn't see the bug leave, which sucks because I really wanted that cookie. Not worth it, though. I'm wearing shorts. I don't want that thing anywhere on me. So count full, 3-2. 2 gone in the inning. Billups trying to get out of it. Blues have plated 3, looking for more as he kicks and deals. That fastball runs high. Ball 4. Bases are loaded here. Now coming to the plate, Conacher Sands for his second at bat here after coming in for Brendan Frazier. As Sands steps in here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Righty-righty matchup between Billups and Sands here. Conacher readies the first pitch on his way to him. A fastball checks his swing. They appeal. They say he went around 0-1. Just waiting for a cow to get thrown around in here. Jim's going to bring a litter of kittens and just start hucking them. Oh, the bug has been found. Looks like some sort of like potato bug, as it's no balls and 2 strikes. Coleman just accidentally kicked a water bottle out of the press box as it rains down on one of our interns. So 0-2 here between Billups and Sands. That fastball hit right back up the middle of base hit. As that'll play a pair of runs here. The throw comes in from center field, cut off by the shortstop, Benuelos, as the Blues push a couple more across, as it's a 13-5 now. 0-2 pitch a bit too good there as Sands gets a fastball over the wide of the plate on the outer half, sends it right back where it came from. As now Kuzma will hit with first and second and 2 gone. Kuzma with that tremendous play an inning ago at shortstop. or 2 innings ago, shortstop that dive to his backhand side, able to get the runner at second out. That saved a pair as that fastball runs inside 1-0. One ball, no strikes here as Kuzma stands in. As Jack singled 2 times, he scored a couple runs as well as the 1-0 offering him as a fastball lifted foul up out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike as we just hit the 3-hour mark of this broadcast. Blues lead at 13-5. They've notched 12 hits. The Barons 5 runs on 10 of their own hits. As the 1-1 offering from Billups on the way here. That fastball skips in front of the plate, and everyone's going to advance 90 feet here. As Anderson and Sands able to keep the train moving. It's now at second and third, 2 gone, so a couple more runners in scoring position for the Blues here. It's 2-1. They count to Jack Kuzma. As they've gotten the insurance runs they've needed, the Blues now lead by 8 here in the bottom of the 8th. It'll most likely be Chase Walter back out on the mound for the 9th inning as there's a called strike on the fastball. The outer half of the plate, 2-2, as one of our interns, Noah Farrow, almost broke his ankle walking on the hill there as he slipped in must have been a wet spot or something as he saved himself nicely as that fastball to Kuzma ripped foul down the third baseline as the count holds 2-2. Noah's okay. Walks it off like a champ. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone here. Bottom of the 8th inning. Blues lead it 13-5. Getting ready for the 9th inning is Chase Walter trying to keep that arm rested and warm in the Blues dugout as the temperature has gotten colder here as the count runs full 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Billups and Kuzma going at it. Billups sets at the chest. His 3-2 delivery on the way. Fastball inside, ball 4. Close pitch. Kuzma leaned out of the way to sell it, and the bases are loaded once again as Jay Charleston will come to the plate. So Charleston coming to the plate, a single and a walk. The 2 times he reached, he also reached on an error in the first inning. So 2 gone in the inning. Bases juiced here for Charleston. Blues already have played at 5 this inning. They lead 13-5. As Jay looking to keep the inning going here as Billups trying to get that elusive final out as he kicks and deals. That fastball sprayed foul by Charleston, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here. Charleston and Billups, righty-righty matchup. So the 0-1 offering swung on and missed, 0-2. So Jay down on the count, 0-2 here, trying to keep the inning going. If he can, the top of the order and Austin Chastain will come to the plate once more. There's no one holding the runner on over at first base, so solid leads all around for the Blues. Single will score a pair as that fastball by the catcher to gets back to the backstop. No one advancing as the stands over at second base about halfway to third when he realized that Anderson wasn't coming to the plate, so he scampers back to second. So a 1-2 count here. His time is called. So 1-2 now as Billups gets a fresh pearl here. Jay Charleston trying to get something he can drive. Down the count, 1-2, looking for a mistake. As now Billups toes the rubber. We got all the interns kind of just coagulating right under the lip of the press box here. As the 1-2 pitch on the way. Slider off the plate, out of the zone, not close, 2-2. Jay looking for something to swing at. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jim making fun of me. I couldn't hear him. Just felt it. As he plays the innocent card, as he always does, as that fastball misses down and away, 3-2. So count full here, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone in the inning. Barron's trying to get that last out. As Charleston stands in, ready for the full count offering. Pitch on the way from Mills. Fastball sprayed foul as Chastain does a good job to dance out of the way as Charleston stole that out of the catcher's mitt there. And will reset for another 3-2. So 7th pitch upcoming of the at-bat here is Jay Charleston stands in. Pitch on the way. 3-2 fastball. Swung fouled straight back to the screen. We'll do it again. 3-2. Runners all moving on the pitch. Anderson Wisely taking a wide turn at third base so that if Charleston does turn on one, doesn't take it in the teeth. So we'll reset for another 3-2 offering. Jay twirls the bat, stands in. His orange cleats glistening in the lights of the Sinsheimer Stadium. There's a fastball. It misses low, ball 4. So Charleston will walk. As that will walk in and run. Anderson comes in to score. The base is still loaded here. Now top of the order of Austin Chastain will step to the plate.
All right, Coleman Barr on the mic. Let's do this. Up to bat is Austin Chastain. 1 for 4 on the day with a single reached by an error. Sets at the belt. The first pitch. Fouled off into the backstop. 0-1's the count. Blaine Jones stands on deck out of Dallas Baptist University. Lonzo Billups sets. Here's the pitch. And swings and misses. That works the count to 0-2. Austin Chastain plays college ball at Fresno State out of Sacramento, California. Looking to do something here to get the ball in play. He swings and misses, and that's the third strike. That'll bring the end of the 8th inning. Blues get 6 runs across. We are now leading 14-5 with 12 hits and 3 errors. That inning brought to you by Dignity Health. Excellent care delivered with compassion for all in need. Hello, human kindness. We'll be right back after this short break.
All right. I'm back on the mic. Coleman filled in for a batter just for fun. Figured he came all the way from Florida. Got to get him on the mic. He'll be back at some point, I'm sure. We'll do an interview with Coleman, talk about Florida, talk about alligator attacks, all the good stuff. Is the new pitcher on the mound for the Blues, number 34, Peyton Sherlin. As Walter goes 1 inning, allows 2 runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 3 hits is the 0-1 count. Big cut and a miss there by Hunter Lewis. The count moves to 0-2 as Peyton Sherlin, we're number 34, left-hander out of Dallas Baptist, 6'2", 215 pounds. As the sophomore winds and throws his 0-2 delivery on the way. Slider runs upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it'll be Lewis, Shanks, and Wilson due up here for the Barons in the 9th as they are looking for a 9-run comeback here. A tall order, but you never know, as there's a slider just a bit inside. Close pitch, called a ball there. Count runs even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes as Lewis stands in here. Designated hitter has had a good day so far. Flew out his last time. It's a 2-2 pitch to him. A fastball swung, tap foul off his front foot. As he's not happy about it, throws the bat down in anger. He only has himself to blame. Well, and the down and in fastball. But, you know, he's going to shake it off just in this cold night air here in San Luis Obispo. That does not feel especially good. Your foot's already kind of numb, and then you take that one right off the ankle bone. Not a fun time. I've done it. Don't care to do it again. So we'll get ready for their 2-2 offering here as Lewis looks ready to go. So Sherlin looking for a 1-2-3, his first appearance with the Blues here. Haven't seen Peyton yet. It's the lefty on the mound here trying to slam the door on this one. He's got a 9-run cushion to play with. So he can go right after these Barons hitters as he goes with a slider. Can I help you, Hunter Lewis? Nah, just looking as he gets caught window shopping at a slider on the outside corner. Great backdoor breaking ball by Peyton Sherlin for out number 1. And with 1 gone, Jacob Shanks will hit. As now Jacob Shanks, the catcher at the plate, first pitch to him, a fastball called strike, 0-1 as he stepped out of the batter's box before the pitch got to home plate. So I guess you could say he was taken all the way. 0-1. As Sherlin kicks and deals the pitch on the way. Slider, this one lifted into left field for a base hit, so he stayed on that one. He drives that slider in the left for a single. So man on first here with 1 gone, and that'll bring Andrew Wilson to the plate here. So 1 on, 1 out here. Top of the 9th. Sherlin looking to slam the door. Ground ball could spell the end of this one as the Blues look for a double play on the infield as Andrew Wilson steps to the plate. As Sherlin kicks and deals first pitch. Fastball outside, 1-0 as Sherlin looks to be the Mr. Hand to the Spicoli of Andrew Wilson here in the top of the 9th inning. Try to keep him in line and in check. Don't want to let him drive anything to that outfield grass as that fastball's a called strike, 1-1. Coleman liked the reference there. You know, don't want to overplay it, but I got to with a guy with hair like that. It's too good. As Wilson digs in here, 1-1 the count, 1 gone in the inning. As Shanks leads from first. Sherlin takes a look at him now to the plate. Slider, big cut and a miss. 1-2. Wilson swings through that breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count now. Sherlin looking for another punch out here. He got Lewis looking at a backdoor slider. We'll see what he goes with here as he got Wilson to swing through a slider for the second strike of the at-bat. Now sets at the chest. Takes a look to first. Now breaks to the plate. Goes with a fastball. Swung on and missed. Get your jackets out. It's getting late. It's getting chilly as Wilson swings through. So Dallas Baptist pitcher 1 out away from ending this one here as his next opponent comes in the form of Cameron Dean, the left fielder. Steps to the plate here. Dean singled and scored his last time up. The first pitch to him here is a breaking ball for a call strike. That one looked like it hit a wall halfway to home plate as it snaps in the zone for a called strike. 0-1. So Blues protecting a 14-5 run lead here. As the 0-1 offering on the way. Another slider. That one misses just a bit low. 1-1. Sherlin snaps the glove back. He's trying to work quickly, trying to end this game right here. It's a 1-1 count now. We'll see if he just goes with his classic fastballs. The 1-1 pitch on the way. As he breaks a fastball, indeed, right back to him, and that's the ball game. A nice play by Sherlin. A jam shot right back up the middle. A catch. A nice catch by Peyton. Sherlin ends the game as the Blues win by a final score of 14-5. As they got 8 in the first, they backed it up with 6 in the bottom of the 8th. It was a crazy game. There were bugs flying in the press box, but the Blues are back in the win column here as they take this game by a final score of 14-5. We'll be back same time tomorrow as it'll be game 2 between the Barons and the Blues. For all players, coaches, and interns, I'm your broadcaster, Davis Ellington, saying thanks so much for listening. And we will see you tomorrow for game 2 between the Blues and the Barons here on our YouTube broadcast.